playing the theme tunes now.
Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Carol Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pascoe, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, guerrilla cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. Would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket.
Maldini, Baggio, Viali, Zoff, Baresi, Manetti, Campopiano. Famous Italian sporting names. Some who have already tormented England. The last two who just may. That last one, Campopiano, he's my nephew's bowling coach at Molesey, or he was, and he now plays for Molesey Firsts. Not my nephew, Campopiano does. But he's looking today, he's a long way from Molesey today. He is at Eden Gardens, and he's looking to overturn and create, well, it would be a bit like the Maldives beating, beating Italy or England at football, wouldn't it? It would be a surprise, but they've already beaten Nepal, and that was the Nepal that took England so close. You just don't know. There's been some upsets in this World Cup. Who'd have seen Namibia beating Australia, but beat them they did, or was it Zimbabwe? It was someone from that part of the world. But either way, Zimbabwe. It's going to be a test for England, I think. Not so much a test of skill, but it will certainly be a test of nerves. Remember, sitting on the touchline, encouraging Italy along is their coach, or one of their coaches, not their main coach, Kevin O'Brien. And he knows a thing about upsetting England at World Cups. Right, to have fun with me. First of all, I better tell you, though, that England have won the toss. They've decided to bat. We'll discuss that in a minute. She's come back for more. As if we didn't put her off last time. Well, I don't know. I thought we tried. God knows, Messi, we tried.
Tried our best,
certainly
but
did.
alas.
But she's come back for more. It's Emma. Hello, Emma.
Hello. Nice to be back.
And chuckling and a chortling from the Perth weather cave is the tribal elder himself, Messi Jez. Messers.
Welcome back, Emma. It's good to have you. I can tell you that the weather is fine in Eden Gardens. 29 degrees, 29% humidity. Air quality unhealthy, but then it's always unhealthy in Delhi, so in Calcutta, so no surprises there. But it should be a nice day for cricket.
Well, we should probably give you the teams, but I didn't have them right up in front of me, so give me 2 moments and I'm sure I can find them. Playing 11s, here we go. Right. I can tell you, I don't think England have sprung any surprises at all. It's as was printed on their preferred team sheet last time. Salt, Butler, Bethel, Banton, Brook, Sam Curran, Will Jacks, Jamie Overton, Jofra Archer, Liam Dawson and Adil Rashid. But here's the interesting team. Now this is going to be interesting. A lot of Australians. This is we were saying before you arrived. This is pretty much the main Australia team and the Australia B team are taking on Sri Lanka later on today, which we're also going to cover, by the way. You've got the Mosca brothers up front. Oh, I've managed to lose it. How have I managed to come back? There we go. Justin Mosca, Anthony Mosca up front. JJ Smuts, not JJ Cale, JJ Smuts. Recently for South Africa, been playing against England not that long ago. Henry Manetti, the man I was telling you about from Wolsey, Marcus Campopiano, who we also say does sound a bit like Elton John tribute act. Ben Manetti, Grant Stewart, Gian Piero Mead, Jasprit Singh, who had made his little place in history as they qualified. Krishan Kalogamagne, the terrible pronunciation, but I can tell you he's Sri Lankan, and Ali Hassan. So that is the lineup. Emma, everything points to the fact that it should be an England win. But why have I got this but?
Because I think in your heart, a part of you, like, I'm an England fan. I want England to win. But a part of me, as a cricket fan, it would just be great to see Italy go over the line. And also, there's the thing, of course, England, while they're expected to win and they need to win, the pressure's all on them. Italy have a lot more freedom to kind of play with and go out there. And you saw them against Nepal. The Manetti brothers just absolutely
didn't they just
firing at the top.
A free hit, Messers? Do you see it that way for Italy? Or I think they'll believe they can do it.
I think so. Yeah, I think it could be fun.
I reckon you can bet your life that Kevin O'Brien is not going to have been sitting in that dressing room with them going, go out there and just do your best, lads, enjoy it. He will have them
could be over
pumped.
It could be over in 10 overs, though, you know.
Less likely in as much as England are batting first, one would hope.
No, but they could hit 150 in the first 10 overs. You know.
We know who's opening for England. It's going to be Joss Butler and Phil Salt. And here they are.
Pryor ain't no loss, 'cause we found someone subtler. Okay, he can't spell Joss, but he also can't.
And it's JJ Smuts, left armour. He's coming around the wicket. 2, is that Butler that's opening? Yes. No, it's Phil Salt that's opening, I beg your pardon. And he's immediately slapped that away through an on-off drive, really, and it's gone all the way for 4 off the first ball. Not the start Italy would have wanted to perhaps calm a few nerves for them. But it
2 plus 2 is on man. 2 plus 2 is on man.
That's a brutal hit, wasn't it?
It was. It'd be nice if these two could.
So here comes JJ, drops that one shorter, pulled away by Salt. That's going down too deep mid wicket, but it's fielded by a Manetti. I'm not quite sure which one. It's the one I think who plays in the Big Bash. That's
Manetti?
Big Ben.
Big Ben. Although haven't they both played in the Big Bash? The Manettis. I think they've both played in the Big Bash. They have. One's for Sydney Sixers and one for the Strikers. One very recently, actually. I can tell you a little bit about them, probably when they bat, if I'm on. So 5, that went for a single. 5 off 2. Eden Gardens, I have to say, it's not gripped the public imagination by the look of the...
Looking rather sparse.
Not unless a lot of people from Calcutta have come dressed as empty chairs. It's 5 without loss for England. JJ Smuts, South Africa, of course, player and of birth until recently. That's turned into the onside, and another single is taken. Average first inning score here, worth noting. Well, this tournament's not been huge. It's been 180. And would you believe it, it was Scotland against Italy who got the highest score of the games here so far, 207. In comes Smuts, nudged into the onside by Phil Salt. Sensible cricket, not trying to hit the skin off the ball. Out to mid-wicket, another single taken. So 180. If you look, it's only been 15, I think, completed T20Is here. So it's pretty low average first inning score if you look at those, 149. Last 5 before this World Cup, 169, but the IPL 199. That was 7 games. That's worked into the onside by Butler. Out to mid-wicket again. They jog an easy single. Sensible cricket. Get
Sensible
one boundary.
cricket, yeah, I think this is a good first over from them. And especially these two, they haven't particularly made their mark on the tournament yet. So this would be a good opportunity.
If JJ Smuts could get a dot ball here, he'd probably feel he'd done okay, to be honest, because he's wrestled it back well. But he's dropped that short. It was a bit of a drag down. It has gone straight to mid-wicket, though. It is the larger Manetti who does the fielding. The throw comes in. It means it's gone for a single. So we've had a boundary off the first ball, then all singles, 9 off the over, 9 without loss for England. Messers, who's with us?
Brave account, Tim Wilson Davis, Clan Cockney, who says, "Morning lads, hello Emma."
Hello.
Ghost Rider's with us, Rich Turner Music, good morning.
Morning,
Popping
Rich.
in for an hour before work, glad to see Tony and Emma in the studio, and Jay Grover, hey up, learn Italian overnight just so I can judge Mog's jingles.
Well, we were actually wondering I was watching the Italian players very proudly singing the Italian national anthem. So they've got that much right. But
Part of the training session.
there was also an interesting interview with the Mosca
Yes, I
brothers
saw
earlier,
that.
and let me tell you, mate, they didn't sound particularly Italian.
They also sounded like they were a bit gutted that they never made it as footballers.
Well, they did. They did. It's Ali Hassan. Now, he's one of the Italian players very little can be found out about. He's 23, I can tell you that. And that's been down leg, and it was just tipped into the onside, but he started with a dot ball. So he's managed something that JJ Smuts couldn't do. Yeah, all I can tell you really, he's 23, he's played 9 T20 internationals. He has got 11 wickets at 15, and his best was 3 for 9, which he took against
That's
cricketing
not bad.
powerhouse Spain in Almeria in 2022.
Has it got a jingle?
They do actually. I need to play some Italian jingles, or else Mog will have the mafia after me. In comes Hassan, short and pulled by Phil Salt. Has he got all of that? Yes, he has. I would say into the crowd, it's probably smacked one of those white empty chairs, but it has gone all the way.
The number of the day really hops and kicks. The number of the day is 666.
And here's
Mangia bene, vive bene, Ale Hassan bene, lavora bene.
There's Mog. Probably I can just see him with his guitar and a bowl full of pasta,
Yeah.
thinking, what am I going to play? What am I going to play here? We're looking at again. Oh, Hassan, he actually tipped himself off his feet. Here he comes again, the left armour. That's drilled straight. Lively piece of covering. I think of that. It might have been our friend Campopiano in the offside in the covers there. So he's into the game with a lively piece of work. Very much looking forward to seeing how he goes. He took 1 for 21 against Scotland and 1 for 34 against Nepal, did Ali Hassan. So he's been in the wickets in this tournament already. He's gone for 6 though so far. 15 without loss. England move to the left arm is in. A little bit of movement, but Phil Salt just clips it imperiously off his toes, and he beats those mid-wicket boundary fielders and has got himself a very well executed 4 runs. Lovely shot, Emma.
That was a lovely shot.
4
Yeah,
on the
just
floor,
can't control.
and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4's are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
And the one thing England need is as I say, just to stamp some authority and settle some nerves, isn't it? And
Yeah.
so far,
So far, they have not
that
done that.
seems. Oh, you don't think so?
No, I mean, no. Sorry, do you mean in this game?
In this game, yes.
Oh, no. I think in this game, couldn't have asked for much more.
No,
But we'll see.
10 off this over from Hassan. Full Salt slipped into his groove, which is normally the main aggressor, to let Joss Butler settle in for a little bit longer. That's turned away towards square. They take a single. 20 without loss. Chris Brown, one of your umpires, who is from Rarotonga in New Zealand. Our friend Donovan Cox back again.
Ah,
I think he heard you were on.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah,
Well,
I thought
it's
he
sort
was.
of a mutual thing. We thought,
There's so many things I could say there that I will not say. 20 without loss for England. We are one ball shy of the end of the second over. Remember, England won the toss here in Eden Gardens. Win, they qualify, of course, do England. The consequences of losing we'll chat about in a moment. Left armour in, defended. Ali Hassan dives. Tall fellow, can't quite get down. And they are able to jog through for a quick single. It's 2 overs complete, 21 without loss. Should they lose, they would need Nepal to beat Scotland and Italy to lose to the West Indies. The West Indies may or may not be interested. Nepal and Scotland's hard to call. You wouldn't want to be there.
Because we thought everyone was bigging up Nepal, and then all of a sudden,
Messers.
it's hard to tell.
Timberton Davis says with us, says, today I feel Sri Lankan. Matthew Cullen says, morning grillers. At Sagnik Data says, Australia's campaign hanging by a thread today. Will you guys cover the Australia-Sri Lanka game? Yes, we will.
We will.
Although I'll be knackered by then. This is my 4th cricket game of the day already. So,
Only one you've been commentating on, though, right?
yes, it is.
Yeah,
true.
well, there you are then. No one makes you watch the other ones. It's not compulsory.
And Brave Account says, how can we judge these Italian jingles if you aren't playing them?
Well, I'm just about to. I have played one of them, and I'm just going to play Grant Stewart, who I seem to recall tormented Middlesex a few years ago when he's played for Kent. I think Moggs really picked up on a theme, don't you, for the, Italian jingles?
Kerry Carl's made a very good point. A bit rich for anyone in England talking about people not having the accent of the country they're playing for.
Well, this is true. Stewart's first ball has been launched up in the air by Butler straight down the throat of, I think it's one of the Moscas. No, it's a Manetti. It's the other Manetti, and he makes no mistake. And Joss Butler has gone for 3, and suddenly the smirk of complacency has been wiped from English chops. Stewart, would you believe it, has got a wicket with his very first ball. Think this one for Joss.
You silly little boy, what on earth were you playing at?
I think he knew as soon as he had that was too full really to try the shot that he was going for.
Yeah, I think you tell by the look on his face.
Straight down the throat of long off. So what a wicket for Grant Stewart. It was Harry Manenti who took the catch. Grant Stewart takes the wicket. England are 21 for 1. Nothing wrong with the run rate, but they wouldn't have wanted to lose Joss Butler quite so soon, and it will bring the peroxided one to the crease. Here he is.
Jacob Beatham's born in Barbados, now he plays for the English team. They say that he is an all-rounder, but that remains to be seen.
Right, yeah, Grant Stewart. He played a few seasons for Kent. He's first signed for Kent in 2017. 2018, he took 6 for 22 in the first innings against Middlesex, and then made about 80 odd with the bat.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So he is very much in the absolutely no mug category. Let me tell you. 6 for 20. Oh no, he made 100. I beg his pardon. He made 103 against Middlesex in that game. And he was well weight for Stewart, and he comes. That's just turned away to mid wicket. So a wicket and a dot ball to start his over. He's part of Kent's side, which won the 221 Blast title. So again, his credentials are very much there in the Blast. Last year in the Blast for Kent, He played 10, took 7 wickets, best of 3 for 27 and a high score of 25. So you're dealing with a chap who's not just such a part-timer. That one is steered away, threaded through cover and extra cover, and has gone for 4 runs. That was a beautiful shot by Jacob Bethel.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary, crossing a boundary.
First one, he's slightly over-pitched, wasn't it, Anna?
Yeah. I think he just, as you say, threaded that one beautifully through. And hopefully, that's a sign of things to come. He played pretty well against Scotland.
He did, and that was another test, and it wasn't convincing, I think we should say.
No.
So what does Grant Stewart have in reply? What he has is a terrific delivery right on a length, on middle and off, I think. Am I right? Yes.
Yeah.
And nothing Bethel could do other than defend it, so that was a terrific ball.
Yeah, this is a good over from Stewart so far.
Took 1 for 18 versus Canada in Chennai in the warm-ups, and 3 for 7 versus the UAE.
Oh.
Did Stewart. 1 for 44 against Scotland, and wicketless against Nepal. That one is out but to short extra, so again there is no run. 25 England have. 1 ball left of this over. Messers.
I recommend not starting a ball coverage with that ball is out.
I beg your pardon?
I thought for a minute I'd missed something. You started saying that ball is out to extra to.
Oh, I see. No, I'm with you. You must have heard something that I certainly hadn't heard. We're watching that Henry Manetti catch again. Clipped off his legs by Bethel. Down to backward square. They just take a single. 5 from the over, but they've lost Joss Butler. Or if you're Italian, Forza, they have taken the wicket of Joss Butler, and we can go to Messers.
Jay Graver says Kolkata is the only major Indian city I've never been to, and my Bengali is only marginally better than my Italian. I'm flying blind here, peeps. Eric J says this has been a long innings for Salt today. Ghost Rider says over the last 3 T20 World Cups, England have batted first only 3 times before today. And Greystone is up for a bit of affirmative action. He says, I will not rest until Emma, Sanchi and Annie are on commentary together.
Well, this is a secret. It's one of my missions. Well, we'll try and get. I've forgotten. Who's our fantastic?
Should get Katie back.
Katie. Who's our fantastic South African lady? Help me out.
Oh, Shelley.
Shelley, the destroyer of worlds.
Yes.
That would be.
Why is that?
That would, because every time she's on, she just wickets tumble all over the place. Ali Hassan continues. It's flicked off his toes by Bethel straight to mid wicket. There is no run.
Sudahu says hello, folks.
Hello.
What can I tell you about Calcutta? Oh, apparently it hosts the world's largest book fair every year.
Really?
Yes. 2.5 million a day for a fortnight since 1972.
That's probably why there's no one turned up.
Well, they're all at the book fair.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Hassan, left arm, and he comes. Oh, Bethel, he's not really got this. Is a man. There isn't a man
He's
deep.
got
I
lucky
think
there.
it was a funny shot. I think he might have been looking to pull. He rather checked his shot.
Ah.
In the end, it was a top edge and went over third man, and not what he intended, Emma, was it?
I don't. Well, he might say different.
Giuliani had his reasons for selecting his landscape seasons. There were 4.
Also home to the world's oldest polo club is Kolkata. Oh, that's been launched. I think Bethel. Well, he hasn't quite got all of that. 3 mustard-keen Italian fielders all converge on it, but it sort of dropped safely enough between
Yeah.
the 3, and they take 2. 32.
I think he's looking to get after it though, Bethel. Which I think is not necessarily a bad move.
It's also home to the. It's the oldest tram network in all of Asia.
God.
Is in Kolkata.
What?
Well,
Does
there you
that
go.
cost
Is
it
it?
that much?
No more travel facts. Back to the cricket.
It may not be a mad move, Emma, if he just takes a moment to
Yeah.
judge the pitch first, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be sensible. Possibly Josh Butler could have done that. That's pulled, but pulled straight to mid-wicket. This is good over by Hassan. Because although the 4 could have easily gone anywhere, it was a hurried Bethel. The 2 dropped between 3 fielders and 2 dot balls. So although he's gone for 6, I think he'll look at his handiwork so far and think he's doing okay.
Yep.
He would certainly like to join Grant Stewart in the wicket columns, that's for sure. Remember, Josh Butler has gone early for England. That's full and in swinging. Bethel drives, they take a single, slightly misfielded at short extra, which gave them the chance to manage that with a little bit more comfort. With 1 ball left in the 4th over. Remember, you're only allowed 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Let's look at where those fielders are. Where have they got in the deep? I think they've certainly got a deep mid-wicket, haven't they, for that pull? And I think
believe
they
so,
had
yes.
I think they had a fine leg as well, from what I could just see in that picture from a sort of a angle looking across the wicket. So it wasn't the best shot in the world to judge. As we wait for Hassan over the wicket, he comes, a swing and a miss. There's a shout from behind the stumps. Umpire Cox says in Italian, "You must be joking, mate." No real discussion of amongst the Italians about a review. And after 4, it's 33 for 1, Messrs.
We have a link to fame. Kyriakos says, I've played grade cricket against Anthony Mosca before. Good player at that level. Good on him for even being there.
Quite right, too.
Jay Grover says, Italy Zinzabad. Lockie says, I hope Italy wins. Jay says, regardless of the outcome, Bethel has beaten all in the bad hat stakes. Bad hate stakes? Bad hair stakes, sorry.
He got there in the end.
He corrects himself. Crown Cockney says, will control my vicious sarcasm until later when the Aussies play.
Well, I met quite a few of these Italian players when I was in Jersey in 2022. I'd done an interview, coincidentally, with... I keep forgetting his name. Oh. No, but Kevin O'Brien was there. I did have a long chat with Kevin O'Brien. So I ended up going to write an article and to cover. I'll wait for Grant Stewart, who's in. Down the track comes Bethel. He's definitely launched all of that. Now that is more what England want to see. That was a superb shot back over the bowler's head.
The number of the day really hops and kicks. The number of the day is 666.
Yeah, he really got hold of that one.
It was absolutely superb shot. And he held the pose. You always know it's a good shot if a batsman holds the pose so convincingly.
Absolutely.
Gareth Berg.
Golf.
I'd done an interview with Gareth Berg, who used to play for Middlesex and then went on to Northants. And he'd become, through again some sort of family connection somewhere back, his grandmother had once met an Italian or something. So he'd become a coach of Italy. Onto the back foot goes Bethel, angles the bat, steers to extra cover, they take a single. So off I went from where I was staying in Jersey to cover their game against Bermuda, where Dwayne Leverock, do you remember Dwayne Leverock? His nephew was playing. If you search Dwayne Leverock catch on YouTube, you will see the uncle of the nephew who was batting for Bermuda.
Yes, I have seen this,
yes.
Of course, yes.
You know, the earth was fairly shaken as he trundled off in celebration of this slip catch. But anyway, so I met all the Italian players, covered the game, interviewed them afterwards, put some of the interviews, I think they might still be up on our website. And Gareth Berg was terrific. He sorted me out with my press pass, made sure I met everyone, and a good time was had by all. And they absolutely thumped Bermuda, and I thought then they look a class above what they're playing. That's turned away round the corner.
Yeah, they also seem like
By
nice
Salt.
guys.
Yes, well, I'm sure. I've not met many cricketers I don't like, I've got to be honest. And that was down to the man on the 45.
Have you met KP?
I have. I take your point. Since he's less, he's been in social media. At least he's been less than charming. And
Yes.
I can only say when I met him, he was pleasant enough.
Yeah.
42 for 1. Bethel's going to be facing Grant Stewart, and he pulls him. But he pulls him straight to backward square. They will only get a single. And the score moves on to 43. So, runs-wise, speed of scoring-wise, England happy enough, I would think.
I would say happy enough, but I would say Italy happy enough as well.
Yep, certainly true. England have not got away,
No.
as they say, and it's not necessarily the biggest scoring ground for sure. In comes Stewart, right arm over. That's pulled away by Phil Salt. Has he got all of it? Yes, he has, and that is quite well populated. I'm not sure if anyone in the crowd took it, but they certainly will have had the chance because it was one of these. So with 2 balls left of our 5, who is on
That was quick.
next, I wonder? Oh, they fly by when you're having fun, messes.
Bear, Tony and 40. So you're on socials.
Oh, I'm doing social.
Ben.
I'm staying here, am I? Okay.
They've-
Oh, it was taken in the crowd. But by a chap, I have to say, who was carrying like a whole load of coats, and he essentially used the coats he was carrying to make the
Hey,
catch.
you've got it.
It's sort of cheating in a way.
I mean,
Well, you use what's available.
So 12, 13, 14, 15 off this over, including the wide. Very good over for England, very good over for Salt and Bethel. Salt 24 off 11, Bethel already on 20 off 13. That's pushed, really, nudged, steered, however you want to describe it, to short mid-wicket. And it means that the 50 has come up for England. They are 50 for 1. They took a single. Salt onto 25. The run rate over 10. That will definitely please them, Emma.
yes, no, I didn't actually realise that that's how much it ramped up to be honest.
It's a bit like watching Joe Root. You look up and there he is
Yeah.
on 30, 40 odd. And you don't quite know it had happened. But you do, I mean, in power plays these days, you do expect
Yeah.
that. The
Yeah,
fielding
it is true.
restrictions and, you know, getting ahead of the game, that is always the mantra. That's steered to mid-wicket, though. There'll be no run on that occasion, so it's a good ball to finish from Grant Stewart. Dot ball for him. 50 for 1 England. A change is going to come. It's 50 for 1 Messers. Do you want to... Oh, it's me, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll do a
It's me.
couple of messages. One in particular will appeal to you.
Okay.
Tim Wilton Davis says, world's oldest polo club, Mint.
Oh, very good.
Kyriakos says, what an odd jingle. Something about Rudy Giuliani and Four Seasons Total Landscaping. Yeah, it's one of Mog's more creative pieces. Anything with 4 in it will do. Brave Account about Calcutta is the next one for you, Tony.
Brilliant. Bear is just handing me the iPad, which he's also kindly firing up. I can see Forthy in front of his bookshelf. Morning, Forthy.
Good morning, what's good evening?
Who's on ball by ball of you two?
Me.
Harry.
Do you want to leave that to me then and do your bit?
Yes, I can do. Ali Hassan is going to continue, or Hassan Ali? Driven and by Phil Salt powerfully out through covers. There's a bit yes, no, maybe Claude, but they get through for 2. Good start by England. Joss Butler's had a shit start to this tournament, hasn't he? A bit like Abhishek Sharma, who is supposedly the best T20 batter in the world, has lasted 5 balls in 2 games so far.
That's the nature of T20, isn't it?
Isn't it
but
just? But you see with Butler, every time he gets out, you watch, they show both his outs. The bat turns in his hands and he's trying to hit it straight. The bat turns in his hands and it skews up to mid-off. Technical faults, one might say. Morning, Forthy. Anyway, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, thank you. Very good, very good. It's 9 p.m. here. We've had a very hot day.
It's on the legs of Phil Salt, who turns it round deep square leg. Last over the power play. England will be reasonably happy with this. You can afford to lose a wicket in the power play. Even if it is Joss Butler, I'd like to see Phil Salt get some runs, at least one opening batsman. Did you watch the Pakistan-India game yesterday?
I did not know. What was your verdict?
Pakistan was shit, was my verdict. Their batting performance was fucking useless. I mean, they were 4 down in about 5 overs and the game was done pretty much. They just kept spewing it up to the infield. No real thought. I mean, Ishan Kishan, I didn't see in Kishan. I don't think I didn't watch the first innings. I think I was watching the Olympics. England got 2 goals yesterday. My God, that's down the leg side. Try to hit it over the infield, over square leg. Missed it. Hit his pads. Went to short third man for a leg bye.
Is that?
No, I've been a little bit tuned out of this contest. This is my first commentary stint in it, and I'm just, I'm getting back into it. It's always interesting to play someone like it.
Yeah, they're always banana skins, aren't they? I mean, you're getting fucking Hendo levels of pessimism over there, Tony.
I just said I said England should win, but
yeah. You said that against Scotland. You said that against bloody whoever else we.
Hereford, Newcastle United.
Well, yeah, pulled hard. Oh, good catch. Great catch by the man down a deep square leg. Nothing wrong with a shot, really, from Salt, just to keep it down, or should have got it more elevated. He can't believe he's hit it straight to the man at square leg. He hit it well, and he's caught it just off the deck. I'm sure they'll check it upstairs, but it looked clean to me.
Oh, I think it looks.
I think he's lingering. More in hope than expectation. He was a bit unlucky there because he hit it backward of square and 10 yards in from the boundary. They don't necessarily expect a man to be positioned exactly there.
No, this is often the way in T20, isn't it? You hit a really good shot that in a normal game. No, it's straight into his hands, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Did that bounce onto the ground and then back up again?
Don't think so.
Or was that just his bottom of his hand did that?
It would have been very hard to take had it bounced into the hands like that.
He looks a bit like Shoaib Bashir, doesn't he?
He does. He does. The man about whom we know very little.
What, Shoaib Bashir?
No. Well,
we knew very little about him during the.
We didn't see much of him.
No. Phil sort of a bit annoyed about that because he was looking quite good actually for a change. Well, he actually looked good when he got a quick 5-30 against somebody, but such is the way of power play cricket. You got to try and score the runs whilst you're in it.
Yes, he had a very hangdog expression moving up, but as you say, he was 28 off 15. That was England should be all right, but I didn't really want to lose him there.
It was Anthony Mosca who took the catch, and he took it very well too.
He did take it very well.
I should say, jingle that. Here we go.
Batter, batter, batter. Batter, batter, batter. Batter, batter, batter. On your bike, mate.
Leah is saying hello to everyone. Bit late today because she had some last-minute errands to run. Jay Grover, I've met Gareth Berg. He has a good beard. My stories are rubbish. Well, probably true. That Leverott catch is one of the best chunky boy catches of all time, says Leah. Tim Wilton says, I met Mr. Berg. He was icy.
I reckon Hassan said, Vavancuolo idiota.
And which means?
Fuck off, you muppet.
You just did that in Google Translate.
Yes.
Very good.
I'm going to do this all game.
No. There really is something we can look forward to, folks. Okay. KP blocked me, says Leah, back in the Twitter days because I kept calling him
idiot.
Peter Kevinson. Well, there we go. Oh, here is a super chat.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. The bloody thing's frozen, Bear. What's going on? Oh, there we go. It's from Brian in Brisbane.
Morning, Brian.
$2 Aussie, and he's going Viva Italia, and that's probably because half the Italians are Australian. But there we go.
Yes.
They have got 2 wickets, and England are 54 for 2.
Not the end of the world. We've got 3 nearly 6 overs and lost 2 wickets.
Clown Cockney says, I met a tennis player named Berg, and I said, nice to meet you, Ed. Ed Berg. But he said his name was Stephen or something.
Stefan.
Stefan Ed Berg.
Yes.
Ed Berg. I've got you. Right, now I get it. Yeah.
He's a very good player, Ed Berg. Didn't win Wimbledon, but he did win a couple of...
I thought he did win. No, did he lose in a couple of finals to Becker?
I think he won a couple of Australians, and maybe a French or something. He was very good.
He was a very good player. Had a very odd mouth, I seem to remember. Looked very hound dog the whole time. Tom Banton is next man in. A saviour against Scotland. What can he do here? Batted very well against Scotland. He's had actually quite a good tournament so far.
Tom Banton is a beauty training play.
First ball. Oh, he nearly cuts onto his stumps, however. Goes out to short square leg, and it's going to be a single.
Good going.
Good Lord.
Good going. Right. He looks a little bit like Ishant Sharma crossed with Shoaib Bashir to me.
Yeah, we did. The Shoaib Bashir connection we made He's also, when I was doing some research on all the Italians, you can find out quite a lot, but I could find out next to nothing about Hassan.
Well, probably because they've got great cricket, or as you said, if they played in the BBL.
But normally Wikipedia has a little profile and family.
Well,
history
not
and
on
a bunch of
nobody's. That one's clipped. and an Italian cricketer is probably, as far as Wikipedia is concerned, is pretty a nobody. That one is clipped out to mid-wicket, and it will be a single. They end the power play on 56 for 2. It's not so bad. 9.33 is the run
Nobody
rate.
has just got the wicket of England's opener, Phil Salt. Right, Las Vegas. I think it's in response to Viva Italia from Brian. There's a few people doing other Vivas, and Las Vegas obviously.
Vegas.
Bright light city gonna set my soul. End of Salt's marathon innings, says Eric. Well, it was quick, not necessarily marathon.
It's a decent. I mean, it's a decent strike rate.
Morning Gorilla, says Nick Vickers. Morning everyone. Pakistan were shocking. Apparently it's now 8-1 to India in men's T20 World Cups. Yes, it is indeed. The only one I think they won was, I can't remember. It's gone.
Another really Italian-sounding man. It's Christian Kalamage.
He is Sri Lankan.
You don't say.
I can tell you that much about him.
I could tell you he wasn't really Italian.
No, but he did very well against Nepal, didn't he? He was probably their match winner.
He's definitely there. Number 10. Clipped out towards long on, and there's a single.
I'll tell you who did a very good version of Viva Las Vegas. That was the Dead Kennedys on their Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables album.
I listened to I haven't seen you actually since I listened to the final 2 episodes of the 40 countdown.
You happy with that?
And my overwhelming, as that one's, he's a leg spinner, and that was pretty slow, pretty short, well, got played out to deep mid wicket for a single. Not great delivery, quite short. My overwhelming, my overwhelming sort of sense was that there's a lot of people like me who listen to your podcast who like lo-fi 90s garage bands.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That was pulled by Bethel out to deep mid wicket. They think about 2, but it's not there.
Oh, it's a decent spread. I was pleased that there were three recent songs in the top 10. That was nice.
I was hoping that Shays Long would get in there, but
I have played Shays Long. I'm actually not a massive wet leg fan.
Oh no, I mean I think they're quite good actually for a girl-fronted band.
Yes.
That's nicely cut by Banton behind square. They should get back for 2 this time. They do. I'm not a huge fan. I wouldn't go out and buy their album. Mind you, I haven't bought an album for about 20 years. So, not with Spotify. Who needs an album?
Quite. I don't understand the need. Yeah, they came to Melbourne last week. A couple of my friends saw them. They're very good. Anyway, I managed to get everyone's jingle in, everyone's ad in at some point during the 7 episodes. And you were pride of place in the final episode.
I know. Oh, that one kept low. It's gone through the keeper, and I think it's going to be 4 byes. That'll be useful. Indeed, it is. That one kept very low. What did you say the average score here was in the IPL? About 170?
There's not one boy for me. I must have 2 or 3. I need 4.
Yeah, it just squatted. Oh, no, he actually runs. It was an under edge. Went through the keeper's legs.
Well, I mean, Babby's head in his hands, but it was just...
Well, if the keeper caught that, would be amazing. That one does bounce this time. It's worked into the leg side. He has to chase after it himself. No one's in the infield. And I'll get a single to end the over. So 10 off that one. England cruise on to 66 for 2 after 7.
They do indeed. Stefan Edberg won 2 Wimbledons.
I was going to say, I thought he won Wimbledon.
Oz, another Moscow miracle today, says Mr. P in it. And he also says, good morning, lovely people, to us. Tim Wilton, BBC Sport is rubbish because they don't show batting run rates. ZZ Top did a mean Viva Las Vegas too. Yes, they do.
Oh, do they?
Nick Vickers, they do indeed. Let me see. Mr. P in it, quite good for a girl-fronted band. Oh, Bear, so 1980s.
Yeah. Well,
There's a lot of good girl-fronted bands these days. Actually. I must apologise, by the way. My knowledge of tennis is risible.
Yeah, mine is not great these days. If it's Ken Rosewell and Rod Laver, I'm okay. Off to bed in shame, as Bear's Italian is now better than mine, says Jay Graver.
B. Manetti is coming
Benjamin Manetti.
in. Well, I'm just calling him B. Manetti. Benjamino.
Here he is.
Well, he's definitely got a Mario Tash.
Oh, it's Ben Manatee, comes from Australia. He never gets a game for them, so he became Italian.
Yeah.
He does look like a purveyor of quality ice cream, doesn't he?
He does indeed. Or plumbing.
Or indeed plumbing. Yeah, that.
He's even got a bit of a mullet. Anyway, he's right arm round the wicket. Bethel goes back to cut that, cuts it into the ground, out to point, and there is no run.
He's from Sydney.
You mean he's not from Rome, Tone?
No.
God damn.
He's played for Sydney Sixers and Adelaide Strikers and a spell at Kent as well. Kent
that's pulled. I'm not sure he's got enough of that. He hasn't.
Oh.
Bethel is caught on the boundary.
Ugh.
He tried to manufacture something from outside off stump. A bit upset with himself. And England's third wicket falls.
I think there's a theme here, Forthy. Changing bowling brings wickets.
Yeah.
England just don't seem to take long enough to just have a little look at what the bowler might be doing, do they?
Look, see, maybe a bit disrespectful to the wily Italians.
It wasn't particularly wily delivery, was it? It wasn't a great delivery. It wasn't shit, but it was pretty standard. It's just he's trying to pull that. He's trying to manufacture something from well outside his off stump to a pretty slow delivery. You've got to add all the pace on it and get it around. You either hit it along the deck or make sure you get enough on it to go over the boundary, and neither happened for Bethel. Which brings out captain with a brain cell, and only one brain cell, Harry Brook.
It's a bit harsh.
Well, the shot he played the other fucking day against Scotland was absolutely brainless.
Well, he's going to have to play a captain's knock here, or this could fall apart.
Unless he bats away Simon Kerrigan bowls.
Just can't afford to throw wickets away, you know what I mean? Well, it is T20, and that's kind of the nature of the game. Well, they're still scoring at 8.93.
It's a bit like if you cut Samson's head, you take away his strength. If you take away all the idiotic shots, you also take away all the good shots at the same time with Harry Brook.
Well, it's just a question of when you choose to play them.
Well, exactly. I mean, he played it after his second ball, you know, and it was a manufactured scoop.
Phil Salt had played himself into his credit, but it was still to a change bowl.
Well, I mean, the shot that Phil Salt played was actually quite a good shot. He just hit it straight to the fielder, didn't he? Harry Brook drives that up towards long off, and there is no run. I mean, I do think, exactly as you were saying at the top of the show, I mean, it's a hiding to nothing for the Italians, and it's a hiding to extraordinary embarrassment for England if they lose to Italy. I mean, it's the banana skin. It's the banana skin effect, and England are pretty good at slipping on that banana skin. It has to be said.
They are. I think it might be the most embarrassing result of all time if they lost to Italy today.
Well, that's a terrible bit of fielding. Short third man. It was hit straight to him by Banton on a late cut, and it went straight through him to the boundary for 4 runs. I mean, England will be wary that Italy knocked off what they got against Nepal in without losing a wicket, didn't they? In the end,
I think it was 9 or 10 wickets, wasn't it? Maybe 10.
Yeah.
Italian
but they will also think they've probably got a better bowling attack than Nepal, and they should take wickets. I mean, they'll be looking to get close to 200, I thought, but
3 down. At least not in the power play.
Well, no. Well, the power play's over, isn't it? I mean, that's not the point. I mean, you still got 7 wickets left, and pretty much everyone can bat. I mean, Will Jacks comes in at 7. He played a brainless shot again the other day.
Right. Anyway, La Boheme, says Eric J. I think he's looking for the influence for one of Mog's jingles, probably. Let me see. Google needs more money, says Tim Rawton Davis. Bear, I really need help with a grading assignment, says Stephen Kelk. Don't know. Maybe it's Italian.
What's your subject again?
What's the subject, Stephen?
It's some sort of chemistry, isn't it? Or
very sciencey stuff.
I know it's very sciencey stuff. He keeps trying to get me involved, but it's way beyond my.
Nick Vickers says,
grade.
I was thinking, given JJ Smuts' situation, could Bear qualify and bowl a bit of spin for Kenya via his wife's heritage? Ooh,
I probably could. That's punched into the offside by Brook. And he'll get himself a single out to the covers, and there's no run. I think England just need to chill here for 4 or 5 overs, try and get a boundary and over, an 8 or 9 and over, and then with plenty of wickets in hand, the last 5 overs, try and go mental.
Well, because JJ Smuts is qualified via his wife.
Wife's grandmother or something, isn't it? You know, it's a really tenuous
heritage.
one. Yeah, that's driven up to long off by Banton.
He was
himself a single.
part of the South African squad that reached the under-19 semi-finals. Played
My
6
wife's-
ODIs. Sorry,
No.
Porty, go on after you.
My wife's grandmother's brother is Kim Philby from that we wouldn't want to be connected to.
Does that qualify you to be a spy?
Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
that's defended. That was actually a decent ball by Smuts.
He played 6 ODIs for South Africa and averaged 45, 3 of which were against England in 2020. And he made 31 in one of those. He took 1 for 43 at Newland and got Jason Roy.
Well,
Did JJ Smuts.
a lot of people got Jason Roy.
Well,
That one's clipped into the leg side and there's no run. He had a golden period, thankfully, around about the World Cup time, didn't he? But after that, he was useless. And then we tried opening with him in a bloody... Was that against Ireland he played as an opener?
Yeah, we opened with him in the Ashes.
Yes, that's right. We did.
2019, he never got. I don't think he ever got into double figures. He was worse than
No,
Warner.
I mean, that was fucking
His
obvious.
highest score is JJ, I'll tell you in a second.
Just played into the offside. And there is no run.
Highest score in T20s was versus England at Taunton in 2017. He got 45, and he's made 22 against Scotland, 1 for 38, took 1 for 22 against Nepal.
How old is he now? No, that's short and worked into the leg side
He's
by
37.
Banton. 37. Okay, he's knocking on. That one, in terms of international sport, indeed. Clipped that single off the last ball of the over. Only 4 off that one. Why are you playing a boundary?
I don't know, because I leant on it accidentally.
Oh, right, okay.
It just played on its own, as far as I could see. As you can see, I'm nowhere near it. Oh, it was the end of the over, though, right?
Yes.
Let me see. How does Jofra qualify again? That's a good question.
Because he moved to England and he's lived here since he moved to
there
England.
you go. So residentially would be the answer to that.
Didn't we change the rules to get him in for the 2019 World Cup? I seem to remember.
Ghost Rider 51 is telling us that the 2 lads in the pub, aka Win Predictor, have Italy at 41%. I'd say that's possibly not as generous as it could be.
Nice hit by Banton in front of square on the offside. That'll only be a single.
I'd be interested with Ghost Rider, who he or she has named themselves after. There's a couple of good Ghost Rider songs, one by Suicide and one very old one.
Well, there's Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Ghost Riders in the Sky, that's the very old one, yeah.
There's also
a very good one by Suicide.
a film of the same name, of course, with Nicolas Cage. That one was cut, but this time the man at the short third man fielded it rather than it through his legs, and it's no run.
Mr. P in it, I get it, I've just worked it out. Says Tectoni strikes back.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 men out on the leg side, 1 at square leg, 1 at cow, and 1 at long on. There's no one in the infield, so any shot on the leg side is at least 1, and that was another one.
Tony, how do you pronounce this guy? What's the received pronunciation?
Brook. B-R-O-O-K, Brook.
No, I think Caligamarge.
Caligamarge.
Well, that's what I would say.
I would have said.
Banton hits that one. This time he dissects the 2 people out in the deep on the offside, out through extra cover, and it's 4 runs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to spy the men in form, don't you, in a tournament situation? I think Banton is one of those that England can rely on. Phil Salt's got a couple of starts, but and 1 not start. Oh, that one was floated up nicely. Beat the outside edge of Banton's bat as he prodded forward. And there is no run. Butler's been useless. Bethel's been okay. Brook needs to get some runs because he's kind of given it away a couple of times. And he can be very destructive if he gets himself in, as we all know. So I'd rather he got himself in.
Played beautifully against Sri Lanka.
Well, exactly. You know, just there's plenty of time to accelerate if you just play yourself in. But for 10, 12 balls, go at three quarters of that, 8 off 12. We are due a change. If you click on Firefox, it'll tell you what it is.
I'm ball by balling. I think Bear summarising.
Oh yeah, no. Click on the second tab.
And I'm here to read the tweets.
There we go. So
there we go.
Can you go and change?
Dog and Bear, and I can go and chill for a bit.
Could you go and change the screen set?
I will do that too.
I will switch chairs. Morning, Mog. Loving the Italian jingles.
I'm also loving the Italian shirt you seem to be wearing, Mog. Would that be correct?
Well, you lost yourself in the back of the down the track. Yeah. Oh, it's you, Forthy.
In comes Smuts again, and that's played wide of the man. In fact, it's long off by Harry Brook. Very nicely negotiated for one of these when we get the opportunity, or we could just hum that for because it doesn't need.
I would play a jingle, but I was just changing seats. So
that's okay. It's just like a technical thing where the roadie's plugging the guitar back in.
It's always a jingle that suffers first.
Someone think of the jingles, and that's launched by Harry Brook high into the sky. Has it gone all the way? You bet it has.
You bet it has. I can play a jingle this time.
Yeah, it was dragged down and got what it deserved, really.
So good first 2 balls to this over, hey?
Yeah, 4-6. Hello, Harry's back. Permanent. Smuts again, and that's a very, very wide. Oh my goodness, they've gone up, they've gone behind. I think the finger's probably gone up. Yes, he's gone. He chased such a wide ball there. Harry Brook will be furious with himself. He was going along very nicely with 6-4, but he's gone. Little thin inside edge to a very wide ball, and Smuts has struck again.
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
That's a terrible shot. Fucking hell, Harry.
So in keeping with his usual performances then?
Yep.
Well, the first 2 balls, we thought Harry's back. Third ball, same old Harry.
How the tables turned.
Well, England, 92 for 4. And I'm not saying they're in desperate trouble yet, but they want a little partnership here for the next 3 or 4 overs just to steady the ship.
I don't know what you're talking about, Banton being in such good form before Bear, because he made like 2 and 2 in his first 2 games.
Well, yeah, but he batted very well in the last game. I think he came in one of those games right near the end, didn't he, when he had to accelerate, and so that was the situation. Oh.
Is he a batter or bowler? Sam Curran. What's his distinguishing features? Sam Curran. He starts from Zimbabwe. Sam Curran. And he's beloved by Liz Yates. Sam Curran.
Well, who better to come in than the man who has previously been player of a tournament in a victorious World Cup campaign just, I think 3 or 4 years ago, was it? In the match I saw, the final in Melbourne, in fact. Sam Curran.
Yeah, we've had 4 World Cups in 5 years, haven't we? Or 6 years, something like that.
So 23?
I think so, yeah. It was just after COVID, wasn't it?
I saw Namibia beat Sri Lanka in that.
Comes Smuts again over the wicket to the left-handed Curran, and Curran decides he's going to have a look at the bowling and just defend it. Furiously scraping away, making sure he's got his mark. Smuts again. Onto the back foot goes Curran. Plays it out to Weeper. Point, and that will get him off.
Stop putting your hand in front of your mouth. You're leaning on your mouth. I can't hear you.
We're Enunciate.
Enunciate, indeed.
Well, I thought it was on my chin, but it may well be obscuring something or other.
Stopping
So
your
that
mouth
rhythm
from
is-
opening properly, Dorothy.
Let's sit corrected. Smuts in again, round the wickets. Tom Banton, and he also defends it. The words come from the dressing room. Maybe just a little bit of circumspection is in order. And that's
No,
the end of
fuck
the
it up quickly.
11th over. England nice 3 for 4. Monster.
Well, Colin, aka Sudahu, says perfect timing, Forthy. Ha 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 ha. I'm assuming that's about Brooke. Anyway, Clown Cockney says Brooke. B-R-O-O-K. Apropos of, I'm not sure what, Tim Milton Davies says British weather is crap.
Yeah, generally.
Apropos
Today
of
it's not
reality,
raining.
I suppose.
It's about
Well, that can't
we've
be
had 2 days of non-rain in about 20. It's just been pissing down.
We could probably
It's
do with a
winter,
bit
isn't
of
it?
yours.
Well, it is winter, but normally, well, I guess it's climate change. Last year was very similar, very wet up until the middle of March.
Well, allegedly it was 36 degrees in Melbourne today. It didn't feel quite that hot. Menenti, he's in again. He's 1 for 6 off his only over so far, and he bowled it very well. He's going to Curran, who defends his first ball. And Curran just finds a way. Oh, there's a misunderstanding.
That's the way. Shove the bastard out of the way.
Between the batsman, the non-striking batsman and the bowler, though, they got in a complete tangle. I think they're okay about it. Just for a moment, it looked like it could be a minor comfort.
I'm not sure if it was the Menentis or the Moscas who also played rugby, so he'd be suited for a shoulder charge.
They play a lot of. They're better at rugby than cricket. Sorry. He's played off the back foot by Banton, down to long on for a single.
Yeah, I think England should sit in till about the 16th over here.
Oh, as long as that? Okay.
Well, yeah, because I think they. I mean, I think a score of 170 would be a challenge for Italy.
Yes. Well, yes. I don't really want them to have even a sniff, but I suppose they have a sniff now, so we have to be.
Well, they'll always have a sniff. I mean, if they can get 2 batsmen to pass Nepal's scorer without losing a wicket, they're going to feel confident, aren't they? But the fact is, that if you can get a couple of early wickets, you might cause them a few problems.
Nice, accurate bowling, right on the spot there from Menenti. Not doing much with that Banton apart from a single.
And the truth is, they got absolutely walloped by Scotland. Bowled out for 100 or something. So I mean, you know, England have got to look at that game as an example, not what they did against Nepal.
Banton facing up to the last ball of the over, and just scoops it down to long on, all along the ground for a single. That was a very satisfactory Italian over from their perspective. 1 for 10 off 2 overs. At the end of the 12th, England 97 for 4.
Sudahu says Menenti's dad was a rugby player and a coach in Australia. So there you go.
How many Australians in this Italian side? Is it like 9 out of 11?
No, it's not that many. There's the Moscas, there's the Menentis.
Well, obviously Smuts is South African. Ali Hassan isn't Australian. Krishnan
Kalamaga is Sri Lankan.
Kompobbiani could actually be Italian.
Surely Italian, surely.
Zion Naqvi's.
They also have Jasprit Singh, yeah.
Down the wicket comes Banton. He's had enough of this. He's not waiting around till the 16th over, and he launches it high, high and long. Wants a massive one of these.
.364 sixes in 29 games. So that's what, 10, 11, about 12 a game.
One more for the days of the year.
Wow, yeah.
That's that's a good shot. He got to the pitch nicely. Kalagamage maybe pitched it a little further up, thinking, well, they're in sort of defensive mode, but and took to the fight, and it just did a long way.
Very long way. Got a problem with his handle. Don't have bits of tape on the bottom anymore around the. I think maybe they changed their grips on their bats so often they don't bother with that anymore.
Nice to see Italy in the same blue as they play football, in almost identical shade.
The Gliazzurri.
You'll know the colour we're talking about. It's the colour of the House of Savoy because the actual flag is green, white and red. That's played out to the sweeper on the offside. Extravagant shot single by run rate's 8.43, so don't lose any more wickets. Hope if you're English for that to get up to around 200 by the end, but 4 wickets down is probably 2 more than they'd like at this stage.
Aye, but only 7 overs left after this, so.
Very true. Oh, we're reaching for that one. It's beaten everything. It's beaten the outside edge of the bat. It's beaten the keeper, and they hurry through for, I assume, a bye.
I believe so. I think that was the googly, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Across the seam as well, so actually a top spinner.
Mostly got poor keeping, but you know,
straight to the legs.
Italian doesn't do this every day of the week, I assume. And that's
for fuck's sake!
I do not believe it's got Lord straight to the man coming in, 10 yards off the leg side sweep, a boundary, and Banton again. Another English player has got set and got out. England 105 for 5. Banton after 30.
Oh, but he's the form player.
It's just.
On your bike, mate.
Stop being shit.
Yeah, again, another nicely hit shot, but straight to the fielder. 5 yards either side, that's 4 runs, isn't it? I mean, England have been unlucky or good field placement. I never know in T20. I mean, you've got to try and hit bad balls. It wasn't a great ball. It was short and deserved to be hit. You either got to get underneath it or get on top of it, or just miss the fucking fielder would be the other option, I suppose.
Oh, that's asking too much.
Yeah, I think they seem to have done their homework, Italy, because they've very specifically got these fielders about 12 yards in for a boundary. I suppose that's not that unusual, but they've done a little bit of video analysis, and unerringly, at least 2 if not 3 of these English batsmen have found it.
Straight to the fielder. Right, next man in is this guy.
It might be Will Jacks. Maybe it's Will Jacks. It's probably Will Jacks. Yeah, it's Will Jacks.
Acceleration 88, control 89, power 89 on the skill sale. That goes wider on the crease, Hellermark, okay, and that's steered wide of the man at Gully. Someone will be swooping round the boundary to sweep it up. I assume that would probably be.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great ball, was it, by Kalagamagi? But, yeah. Straight down the fielder's throat.
Kiriakos says Grant Stewart was also born in Australia, but only played cricket for Kent.
And that's fairly orthodox defensive shot. So that's a real licorice all sorts of an over there from Kalagamagi. 6-1-1-5 wicket to couple. He's 1 for 25 off 3. Not bad, I guess. At the end of the 13th, England 107.
Cloud Cockney says BJ Smuts is a well-known Los Angeles video production company. High-quality content in full HD.
No.
What sort of movies are they making? Could you tell us that?
Yeah.
I'd have thought. Deepan Chedacha Dedapapen, probably badly pronounced, says England 155 to 165. And Messi says, I thought England had already played the game that they had to lose.
Well, England are quite good at this, aren't they? Fucking it up.
Looking at Sam Curran to Benenti's first ball. Ends up being a dot.
As in fact, I was listening to after this.
And they'll scuttle through for a quick single on the leg side, back to bare.
I think they come back for 2, yeah, a bit of a misfield in the D. Owen Morgan, apparently, I know, you know, these things come and go so quickly, but both the tournaments we won, we got through on net run rate from the group stage.
Is that right?
Yeah, lost to Ireland in one of them, and someone else.
Yes, I remember the Irish one. Well, there was a washout as well, wasn't there? I remember, and then I think we did lose to Ireland. It was a mess.
It's a washout against Scotland at some point, wasn't it?
It was a washout against Scotland. That was in Melbourne, wasn't it? I was going to go. Yes, some Italian shirts. I see Paolo Maldini on the front of one of them in a little montage from our television. Maldini.
Oh, those English fans currently hiding their shirts just in case.
Well, the glum-looking English fellow in the montage. 110 for 5, halfway through the and then Tian again, round the wicket he comes, jacks onto the back foot, just stabs it down on the leg side, and he's thinking of hurrying through the thing there, and there was a at the stump. I don't think there's any serious. Oh no, they did come back for 2, my apologies.
Yeah, they came back for 2, and the stumps at the batsman's ends went down, but I don't know if she had the ball in his hands. Oh, he did throw it at the stumps, actually. Are they going to have a look at this? But he's well in.
It's not going to be out.
Assuming he's got his... Anyway, that's pulled round the corner by Will Jacks, presumably for a sting. Moves on to 5 off 4.
Not a lot of boundaries happening.
Currently sitting at 171.
171, I think, would be a reasonable score. I mean, they might want to score more because it's Italy, but I think it's a competitive score in a T20, especially at a World Cup. I mean, you can't expect Italy to score 170 every game with such ease as they did against Nepal. I mean, that's what England have got to think here. They've got a good bowling attack.
Got to have a bit of perspective. You know, Nepal are a very good side, but on paper, not as good as England. But,
no, exactly.
The game isn't played on paper, of course. End of the 14th over, England 114 for 5, Mog.
Right. Duff Fluff says, do we know if England are good or not yet?
They've got potential, and as a lot of people say, I mean, a tournament of this size, I think, it's all about getting out the group stage and not slipping up on those banana skins, which, to be fair, Australia may have done by losing to Zimbabwe. And Pakistan did in the last one by losing to the USA. I mean, it's important that you beat the associate sides, as you believe you should do, because you're always going to get a top-tier team in your group. And if you can beat that top-tier team, then all is well and good. But someone has to lose that game.
Look at the Netherlands knocking off all sorts of quote-unquote good teams.
Well, over the years, yes. Ireland have done it to us, but haven't progressed. Ireland have been pretty shit this tournament, to be fair. I mean, they absolutely walloped whoever it was the other day when they got 235, but their tournament's pretty much done, isn't it? So, as are Afghanistan, unfortunately. Did Afghanistan win today?
I was just wondering that, and I'm going to go look it up as we speak.
But they were officially the group of death, weren't they? With South Africa.
They have won by 5 wickets.
If they'd have won that game against South Africa, with the Kiwis,
they might go through instead of New Zealand.
Yeah.
Gruppa del Muerte.
Well, they lost to New Zealand, didn't they, in a big way, and then had that double super over game against South Africa, which they really needed to win in order to progress.
I went to Italy once to meet in the days before the internet and mobile phones and things. We agreed to meet at Milan station, coming from elsewhere, and I was coming down. Then I met him amazingly, and he said, "I really, really need a shower." And he asked the local, Dove il Duce. He looks rather strange. Of course, he'd asked Dove il Duce, which is where it's shower. He'd asked, "Where is Mussolini?"
Dead.
Yes.
He's hanging around somewhere.
Yes.
Hanging around.
Let's do some more of these things. Eric J says, assuming Eden Gardens is one of the larger grounds, vis-a-vis defending a total.
Well, is it? I mean, it's in the grounds in Sri Lanka seem to have bigger boundaries than the ones in India. There seem to be generally quite small boundaries in India.
Peter Hogg says they think they're a bit better than what they are, England. Yes, I suspect that's the case.
Maybe. I think it's a hard one, isn't it? When you're playing a so-called minnow, there must be a temptation to go perhaps a little faster, a little earlier than perhaps you normally would, and they've fallen into that trap, I think, England.
Well, exactly that. I mean...
That's a quick single, played first ball of Jaspreet's over, just played on the leg side there by Curran.
As is often the way in T20s, 3 good shots have gone straight to fielders. Oh, you have let Will Munt in. Someone has, anyway.
Don't forget the new bowler's jingle.
Oh, yes. He sounds like this. You can speak over the top of it.
Okay, played on the leg side by Will Jacks. They think about coming back for 2. They've succeeded in coming back from 2. Jacks goes to 7 off 5. Always little contest within contest. Some of these English players fighting to ensure that they cement their place in the side. Will Jacks. He's on strike again, and he's given that the long handle. I think he's got it between the 2 fielders at gully and point, more or less. I think it's going to go away. Yes, it does for one of these. That's a welcome break. 121 for 5 England.
He was a little bit late on that, but squeezed it through, didn't he? At the end of this over, we're going to have a switcheroo. It's going to be Tony doing ball by ball. Will is going to do your socials, and Emma is coming back to join the pair of them.
Steve Rousseau thinks West Indies are going to win the World Cup.
Oh, well, maybe. They've won World Cups before. Of all. That is played out to man at 3/4 the way back on for us.
Well, no one's won 3, have they yet? England have won 2, West Indies have got 2, India have got 2, Pakistan have won 1, I think. Australia have won at least 1. Don't know if they won 2.
Just the 1, I think.
I don't know how many
don't
editions
take
of the
it
World
seriously.
Cup.
I haven't really got a mental map of when they are, where they were, who won which. I've got, of the ODIs I have. That's played out down to longer off.
We might have won 3. Did we win the first ever edition of the World Cup?
We won the first one. We won the 2023 one in Australia. We won the one where, Dernbach and Peterson go and Collingwood.
Yeah.
Dernbach went to play in Italy.
I thought we won one in the West Indies. We won one in the West Indies as well, so maybe we've won it 3 times.
We lost off the last over. Was that the West Indies, the famous Ben Stokes over?
Yeah, well, that was in India.
Right. That's played out for a single again down to long on, I think. But at the end of the stint together, England 124 for 5, Jacks on 13, Curran on 9 to see you through to the denouement. It will be a new team. Emma's back in the chair. I can see.
Well, goodness me, 124 for 5. Not the script, William, that I suspect England wanted.
No, definitely not. Yeah, especially when I saw they opted to bat first, hoping for a bit better than this. Yeah.
Well, welcome back to you. It's good to have you there, albeit remotely. That's pushed into the onside by Will Jacks. They take a single off the bowling of Ben Menenti, one of the Menenti brothers, playing in the Big Bash, of course. And they're just, I think, Emma, this is it. Yes, they're a sort of a collection of, Australian and international gathered together, but they are proving their worth, aren't they?
They absolutely are. I think that's the thing. It's all kind of, there is credit to them today.
Curran
They've played
cuts
well.
that to backward point. They should come back for 2. They do. So the run rate is just over 8. 5 wickets in hand, just a shade under 5 overs left. I suppose the question you have to ask, Emma, is what's a good score now from where England are?
I do kind of think that 175 mark is very much attainable, and you've got to back the fact that we do have a good bowling attack.
Well, yeah, that's thumped down the ground, but straight to long on, so it would just be a single.
And we know these two, and more to come, can kind of ramp it up if need be. You know, we've got less than 5 overs left, 5 wickets in hand, and can basically bat the whole way through. So I stay positive.
So you're staying positive. You've had a touch of the Bears' boosterish optimism as this one is slapped by Will Jacks. Oh, it's misfielded though by our Sri Lankan friend, I think. Oh, I beg your pardon, he's Italian. He's Italian as the day is long. But he slipped over the ball and it has gone on that cover boundary for 4 runs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a horrible misfield. Ben Menenti won't be happy. This has been launched by Will Jacks. It's beaten long on and deep mid-wicket and has gone all the way for 6. So England now are opening their shoulders. They'd like to have a few more wickets in hand before they do, though. I mean, the win against Scotland, interestingly, was the first time in a World T20 that England had beaten European opposition. Would you believe that?
I know, it's insane.
You would think they don't play them that often, which I suppose is true. That's pulled away by Jacks. I think he's got all of that as well. Oh, you bet your life he has. He's absolutely nailed that about 30 rows back over that mid-wicket boundary. It's consecutive 6s to finish the over. And what an important over for England it was. 12, 16, 17, 18, 20 off it. Wow. 144 for 5. Yeah, just to finish that thought, and then we'll get some messages. They'd lost to Netherlands and Ireland twice and had 2 washouts, one of which, of course, was Scotland. Anyway, William.
We've got from Go 5C Rider 01, win predictor, England 52%, Italy 48%. Then from Dip we've got England 165 to 172. And then back on the chat a few minutes ago from Kyriakos, World Cups 1, 2 for the West Indies, England and India, and then 1 for Australia, Sri Lanka and Pakistan. And then coming in just now, again from Dipen, Italy have bowled superbly. The death over's decided now. And then Menenti was disappointing the bit bash. And finally, Kyriakos, Callaghamage has lived in Italy since he was 15 and begun his career at Roma Cricket Club. So there we go.
He did. Something. Well, here's our friend Kalamaga again. He's got an important wicket. He's got 1 over left to bowl, and he's going to be starting by bowling that to Sam Curran. That little flurry from Will Jacks has raised the run rate to 9 for England.
Yeah, that was huge.
Curran has got this. Has he got all of it?
Yes,
he has.
absolutely.
It's over long on from the left-hander. It's a short-arm jab, really, that he smashed away. It's another 6 for England. And you sense just a little bit of anger and frustration.
I think so, yes.
Billy hops and kicks. The number of the day is 6.
As I ended my last stint and Emma had wandered off and made herself comfortable in the green room, I sat down and I said, well, as a man of Middlesex, I had to go, well, it's now down to the Surrey lads. Which it is.
Which it is.
But to be fair, they're doing very well.
They certainly are. I mean,
150 up for England, 150 for 5, 6 off that first Kalagamaga. Oh, that's drilled. Is it drilled hard enough? No, it's drilled all the way along the ground to long off. Bit of a stumbly bit of misfielding, but they only take a single. So 7 off the over so far.
Yeah, no, Curran is becoming quite a reliable player coming in. I mean, he got a few runs. He got kind of a late cameo in the Scotland game.
Player again. It was Billy who wrote a fabulous article about Sam Curran. If you look on the website, we're remembering back to the 22 World Cup, where of course he was player of the tournament. Felt he was due a second coming. That's a real drag down and wide. Surely that's going to be given as wide. Yes, it is. Perhaps a little bit of nerves just creeping in there for Italy. I think he was trying to put it wide enough outside of the off stump. That's a better ball though. Jacks leans back, slaps it all the way along the ground to the man on the deep cover boundary, and they will take a single. Kalamaga, where's he from? He's from Marawala, which I don't know. Oh, and he plays for Kandy Customs Cricket Club, is where he played in Sri Lanka.
Did he get 3 for against Nepal?
I'll let you know in a second. That's slapped up in the air again. Is it long enough? Oh yes, it is. And it wasn't ugly. It wasn't pretty. Crikey, it wasn't pretty. But it was massacred all the way over long off by Sam Curran for another one of these. He got 3 for 18 against Nepal, but he's gone for 12, 13, 15 so far of this over. He's got 2 balls left. He's bowling to Curran, who's cut him straight to cover, and the catch has been excellently taken. England have lost the belligerent Curran. They're 6 down at the as we approach the end of the 17th over. Will Jacks is still there, but it's another wicket gone for England. I mean, they had to be going for it, didn't they, Emma?
They did have to be going for it. But then you suddenly get shaky and think, I mean, there is still 3 overs left. But as I said, I mean, I think it's better that you go for it.
Another one bites the dust.
Well, yeah.
I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
At this stage, you can't leave runs on the table. You've got to be looking to get them and see what you can do. Well, Sam Curran's gone for 25 off 19 balls. He's been caught, very well caught, by John Smuts, the South African with a with a wife with an Italian grandma, who took the catch, but he took it very well indeed, because Sam Curran, it would have stayed hit if it had got past him. Let's put it that way, but he took it. So it's going to be this fellow coming in, Jamie Overton. I know you like this jingle because I remember you chuckling at it last time.
Jamie Overton, he can score a quick half ton, less racist than his mother's other son.
By just easing this out to deep cover and taking a single. It concludes the over. It's 17 complete. It's 160 for 6. England 9.41 the run rate. William on the social media duties.
Yes, we've got from Tim Walton Davis. I wouldn't want to be a cricketer. Jet lag is a pain. Then from Greystoke, Australia A doing okay here. Then going back down from Dippin, if Jacks continues 195 possible. And then if a wicket falls 175 to 180, I think England will probably hope to get past that now with 3 overs left.
Yeah. And
then from Kyriakos, Menenti wasn't good with batted ball for the 6s, so backing up to Fluff's point earlier. Then Calpalea, Italy will win the match, and Steve Rousseau, 200 is possible if they go Rambo. So
well, remember, it's not all over for England if Italy win, but they are dependent on some possibly unlikely results elsewhere. What, Nepal would have to beat Scotland. Well, Nepal seem to have fallen off a cliff, and Italy would have to lose to the West Indies. You would expect them to. Equally, the West Indies are pretty much done and through. It's going to be Grant Stewart who's going to continue. Callum Alaga, his 4 for, he's 4 for something. His best figures he got against France.
Another powerhouse.
Another powerhouse, right. Grant Stewart, man of Kent. And it's turned away nicely to mid-wicket by Overton. Happy to take a single and give the man in form, really, which is Will Jacks, the strike. And I don't think that's at all unreasonable, to be honest. I say a man of Kent. He certainly played a lot for Kent, but he's from Kalgoorlie in Western Australia. I'm sure Messi Jazz will know that well. The delight among those Italian followers when JJ Smuts took that catch.
Yeah, it must be pretty incredible for them against Nepal to come and watch that match. They did.
Who was it who got a ton when I saw them against Bermuda? It's somebody who's playing today as well. I think it was one of the Moscas. It was Anthony Mosca. That one is just drilled down the ground but straight to long on. Menenti Fields. And they take a single. So 2 runs off the first 2 balls of this Stewart over. Nothing slows a run rate down like taking wickets. That does seem to be the case, doesn't it? A little bit here.
It's the surefire way in T20 cricket.
56 for 2 off the power play, England. 58 for 3 between 7 and 14, and they're now 162 for 6. Oh, that should be a wide from Stewart. Yes, says umpire Donovan Koch. Yes, so often we've been seeing that in this World Cup. Looking to bowl that ball, just shaving the tram line on that on the offside, just to not tempt the batsman, so that if he plays a shot, it has an element of risk to it.
And to be fair, that's how he got Harry Brook.
Well, it did. I mean, was it Harry Brook who tried the beetle ramp in the last game and got himself out? That's an interesting shot from Overton. It's a clever shot. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say I'm pretty sure he meant that. He's somehow just chipped it over where slip and a third man would have been. Neither was present, and it's got him 4 runs. I'd like to see that again. Let's have a look.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you look at where his head's looking, that's exactly what he meant. It was an extraordinarily well executed shot. I mean, you always think with Jamie Overton, don't you, that he's a, lantern jaw, desperate Dan thumper. But that was pretty deft, wasn't
But
it?
he's misunderstood, really.
I've
often thought that.
There you go.
This is his.
I'm sure his mum doesn't misunderstand him. Full, a good ball, clever ball. And Overton has to sort of dig it out from on his full on his leg stump, and will just get a single. So 7 off this over, 8 actually, if you include the wide. We're getting several breaks in transmission looking at this. Every so often it's I noticed that yesterday as well. And one thing I noticed, because I'd had a cold and I'd done a couple of games from home rather than here, in the games from India I was actually ahead of the feed that everyone in the studio was watching. Once it started coming from Colombo, I was way behind it.
That's interesting.
Why that should happen, I don't know. Somehow I blamed the change of location. That's the same ball, identical to Will Jacks, and he might turn it into 2. Yeah, he just again, but it's that ball right on the toes of and aimed at leg stump. Campo from Molesey does the fielding. Campo Piano. 170 for 6, England. You could argue that's a decent score, and they've still got 3 overs left.
Considering where we were.
And at some point, you would think it's just going to be shit or bust and just open the shoulders and try and hit everything. Possibly not until the 19th.
Yeah, but these two are capable of that.
They want to be there, I think, for the 19th. Grant Stewart in. This is slapped up and over extra cover. That's a terrific shot by Will Jacks. Classy and powerful in one excellent package for 4 runs.
2 + 2 is all, man.
Well, here we are, the 19th over, 174 for 6, Will. Yum.
Had a bit more chat about the Italian team here. Sutuhu, Guerrilla Cricket old guard, are desperate to make the point that some of the players are not born in Italy. And then Kyriakos said, it's actually sad. Of course they need to import players. It's not a mainstream sport in Italy. What's England's excuse?
Let me qualify. I am quite a fan of Italy because they were so gracious and helpful to me when I came along to cover their game. So I've followed them with interest ever since. Yes, we may have made a few jokes about it. And indeed, it's true. You could say the same of Canada. You could definitely say the same of USA. All power to them. They're playing some quality cricket. Sorry, William.
Just quickly, got a super chat here from Stephen Kelt. $2. Tony, please tell a joke. Emma, please judge it.
Oh,
I'm glad it's that way around.
That's too much pressure. I'm not sure I'm going to...
you know how comedians always get asked when
say something funny.
You need a go-to joke.
I'm going to focus on the cricket for now. In comes Hassan, and that's wide of the off stump. Overton kind of watches it by. I think he might have been thinking of trying to squeeze it out into the offside, but completely failed. And it was a very, very good ball. We're looking at the most wickets still sat as our old friend Rip Van Schalwinkle with 13 from the USA. A man who's been asleep for 20 years and comes back and takes 13 wickets in a T20 World Cup. And he's, 5 ahead of Ngidi?
That is
that's remarkable stats from him. He's bowled quite superbly. Overton is going to face Hassan. The left armour is in. Overton has pummeled it deep into the crowd over deep mid-wicket. And again, that's very much what England would have wanted.
One talk over the line, sweet Jesus, one talk over the line.
That was kind of right in his range, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And I think the bowler knew that. 90 metres, apparently. I think even Craig Overton enjoyed it. And I think Hassan had a bit of a wry smile on his face because I think he knew that he had just popped that where Overton likes it. This is slapped by Overton. There should be a man at long off. There is. It's one of the Menentes, Ben, I think. And then the score moves on by 1 to 181 for 6. Remember, we're at Eden Gardens. England have done okay here. I think they played 4 and won 2 of them in 2011. Kevin Peterson and Stephen Finn helped win a T20. I think it was the only one in a series. They played a one-off T20 on the back end of something else, I think. But famously, the wheels came crashing off in that 2016 World T20 final. They won't want to see a repeat of that today. There it is again. There's that wide ball. And umpire, I love umpire Cock. He does it forwards, he turns round, he does it backwards.
You've got to be thorough. He could be a flight attendant.
He really is. He's like, yeah, these are where the escape aisles are. That's going to be a wide. 182 for 6, England, but they're going to get not a free hit, but they're going to get another ball to this over. There's a deep backward point, a deep point, a long off and a long on. So they're clearly thinking he's going to try and go down the ground. Will Jacks, he got a rather an edge there, dropped short of a short third. It's JJ Smuts who got one that's warmed his fingers a little bit, I think. Didn't take that clearly, but they have held their catches really, really well today, and JJ Smuts was one of those who had done that for sure. Curran's Smuts' catch off Curran was equally good, diving to his left, the ones that could so easily have gone down, but they have stuck. There it is, wide again. Overton is a bit rooted. Here we go. They're just your escape exits are right and left, and it's also one of these.
Wide.
So 7, 8, 9, 10 could do with another maximum to make this a really impactful 19th over, couldn't they? I think whatever is bowled, he's going to have a crack at this, and it's wide again. Oh, Ali Hassan, come on, lad. And I think the wicketkeeper is going to, he's coming up, he's saying, a little bit of a word of advice for Ali Hassan. And I'm not surprised, because it's the third wide of the over. Everyone has been pretty much identical, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone. It's like
I keep thinking it's a replay.
You know what he's trying to do, but he's just not executing it effectively. Surely, what's he going to do this time? Full and on off stump. That's a very good ball. Overton bunts it down to long on, but I think Italy will settle quite happily for that being just a single. And we should have 2 more balls to this over, if I'm right, because we're looking at a promotion for Australia's B team, who are playing Sri Lanka later. It's the last ball of the over. That's slammed into the ground, down to long off, 2-3 bounces. Menente fields, they take a single. And Will Overton's kept the strike. I think you'd rather possibly Will Jacks had the strike. That over was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That over went for 13. It's 187 for 6. 1 over left for England. Can they get to 200? We shall find out. William.
We've got Dippen. England like to finish at 195 to 202. Most probable 198 to 200. There's a chance of that. Then Franco Esposito. This has been quite a good performance by Italy. England will win. But what the hell, we weren't even supposed to be here. 4's Razuri. Then in reply to that, Kyriakos, I think they've done well. A lot of the time they just have to try to bowl tight and hope for the best. They don't have a lot of out and out wicket takers at this level. And then Dippen, England probably or secretly feel they've got enough now, or will have once these final 12 deliveries are done. It's been a bit fraught though. And then C. Rousseau, good going England, Greystoke, Italy or Australia A would probably beat Australia at this point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Australia again, something of a transition. Clearly, those you look at the players not there for Australia, but we'll worry about that later. What we're worried about now is Grant Stewart, who's served up a full toss outside of the leg stump, and Will Jacks goes, "Thank you very much. That's exactly the ball I would have asked for the first ball of the 20th over," and he's launched it for one of these. So that makes the 200 look possibly a tad more likely, I would say.
Yes.
Sixpenny worth off the first.
What did Scotland get against Italy? It was 200 and something.
207, I think.
207.
That's the highest score on this ground of the tournament so far. Gets a round of applause from possibly a marginally relieved Joss Butler, I would say. He just hasn't fired yet in this tournament.
No.
He's got starts. Phil Salt got a start today, and we thought, oh, we're back in the groove. Salt going hard, Butler taking a bit of time. But he pulled the ball today, didn't he? Was it? I think it was from Grant Stewart. That just wasn't really there to pull. Oh, that nearly was a caught and bowled, but it was slapped away down to long off by Will Jacks. They will take the single. There's no point in not taking them in the 19th over, and it's not like Jamie Overton can't give the ball a whack in his own right.
No, of course not. Yeah, no. This is sort of when he's actually quite useful.
He's quite.
That sounded incredibly redundant.
But harsh.
No,
That's
do you know
really
what? I'm
harsh.
actually a big fan of Craig's brother.
Last 4 balls of an innings, he could be quite useful. Right, well, we're about to find out. Stewart is in. How useful is that? It was wide of off stump. Has he got enough of it? No, he's been caught. And it would have been a wide, but he got it, rather toe-ended it, straight out to deep point where the catch has been taken. So it's a wicket off the third ball of the 20th over. Overton has to go. More importantly, possibly for Italy, because I'm not sure they'll be counting the wickets at this stage, although because it does affect net run rate. They'll be thinking, well, that's a run they didn't score. And I'm sure in their heads, psychologically, they'll be thinking now, under 200 will be good. Under 200 will be good. We've scored 200 here before, only a few days ago. So psychologically, that will feel pretty decent for them. But Overton has gone. Here we go. He has gone. Now, Jofra Archer, I think hasn't he had a first baller in this tournament?
Has he?
From memory, I do seem to think he has. In which case, yeah, I thought he had. Oh, he was run out. Yeah, he was run out. But either way, he's in at 9. We know he can launch a long ball. And let's see if he can. So wicket for Stewart, his second, 2 for 43 for him so far. 7 off the over, but a wicket. 3 balls left, unless they continue with looking to try and find. It's funny how what ball we've been complaining about actually ended up taking a wicket. There it was again. There it was again. It's Grant Stewart this time. He's gone straight out of the Ali Hassan playbook and tried to chuck it just on the margin of wide and not wide outside of off stump. It did get the wicket of Overton, who decided to reach for it. That one, though, was left by Jofra Archer. England get another run to their total, and another ball to face.
Again, he's come in that final over you are going to get.
So intelligent, really, from Jofra. He steps back, drills it out to extra cover, gives Jacks the strike for the last 2 balls. Now, I'm not Nostradamus, Emma, but I've got a feeling he's not going to just defend one of these. What do you reckon?
I don't know. I mean, he's had a pretty incredible knock so far.
Well,
so what was that? What's he on, 47?
Will Jacks, he's on
20.
47 or 20. No, he's done very, very well indeed.
But he might just like to take it slow.
So Grant Stewart's having a think. What's he going to serve up to Will Jacks? It's full. It's on middle stump. And Will Jacks, like lightning, nearly, actually, I was about to say that's gone a long way back. It just evades the mid-wicket fielder. And with that, up comes the 200 for England. It's 202 for 7. It's also a 50 for Will Jacks, 53 for him off just 21 balls. He was going for the Yorker. It was just too long, and I don't really think the fielder was in the game there.
No.
He would have had to have been a very tall man indeed. So well done, Will Jacks. 50 for him, 200 up for England, 1 ball left unless Grant Stewart goes back to the spearing it away wide of off-stump route again.
Which he
Only
might
3
well
fours, 3 4s and 4 6s for Will Jacks. So he's preferred to go over the boundary more than he goes across it, as it were. This should be the last ball. And there, it did work. And I think, has he been run out? He possibly was run out. I'm not sure if the throw was released. It was wide, slower, outside of off. Will Jacks couldn't lay anything on it. So it means that after 20 overs and a few missteps, England have squeezed past 200. They've got 202, leaving Italy 203 runs to chase.
I think that's pretty good.
Both sides, you could say, will feel probably happy enough. Italy, though, possibly thinking we let them get away a bit.
I think Italy might be a little bit disappointed by that, but it wasn't a walkover by any means from either side, and I think Italy are absolutely, they know they're kind of capable of that, so it's not all said and done. But I think, England will be happy the way they kind of bounce back, struggling about 10 over mark, but
yep.
Showed their depth.
202 for 7 is where England got to. 203 is what Italy will be chasing. They were 56 for 2 after the power play. The 100 up came in just over 12. Star performer by far, 53 not out for Will Jacks. Phil Salt got him off to a flyer, 28. Joss Butler, not so much. Tried to pull a ball that wasn't really there to pull and was caught by Henry Minetti off Grant Stewart. Bethel got a start, didn't go on. Tom Banton did pretty well with 30. Harry Brook got a start, didn't go on, 14. Sam Curran, 25 off 19. Overton, good little cameo from him when England needed it and in support of Will Jackson, just a single for Archer. Pick of the bowlers, well, Grant Stewart's 2 for 51, sounds expensive, but they were 2 big wickets. Krishan Kaluga Gamanaga, not easy, 2 for 41. 1 for Benjamin Manetti, 1 for Ali Hassan, and 1 for JJ Smuts. None for Jasprit Singh. His 1 over went for 10. William, some final messages.
Yeah, we've got quite a bit at the moment actually about the Australia-Sri Lanka game. Messi mentioned the odds. The bookies have Australia as firm favourites against Sri Lanka. You can get Sri Lanka at $272, which looks good value to me. So then we've got what else we got? And then back onto this game here at the end, we've got dip end. Italy will need a dream power play, and that's extremely tough against England's bowling attack. And then Steve Rousseau, 2 European teams playing. I don't have a choice, just enjoying the game. And then a few talking about Steve Smith coming back in for Australia today, and then Messi clearly think that Smith is going to be their saviour, probably a golden duck.
Well, yes, we're going to be watching that. Well, we're going to be covering that. We're going to have quite a bit of both South African and Australian interest watching that, because we'll have Bennett, but also Nick Brooks, who of course wrote Islands 11, the story of Sri Lankan cricket. He will be here, and they'll be, I suspect, rooting for Sri Lanka with their Sri Lankan knowledge. But then, of course, we'll have Messers and I think a couple of other Australian-leaning folk. So stick with us for that. In the meantime, we're going to play something, but we're going to play the latest Bishop and Bear. We are indeed, which is Nick Brooks actually. So it's all about this tournament, and we will be back after a little bit of Bishop and Bear for you.
Selling your car can be super simple if you choose We Buy Any Car instead of a confusing part exchange. Because with We Buy Any Car, you'll have cash in the bank for more bargaining power on your next car. If only they could make getting to that countryside wedding simpler.
Make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
Oh no. We Buy Any Car. Selling made simple. To get a quote in 30 seconds, enter your reg number now at webuyanycar.com. Selling your car can be super simple if you choose We Buy Any Car. Now in their 20th year, they're on average 11 minutes away. So help is never far. If only they could make finding a good driving song simpler. No. No. Oh, definitely not. We Buy Any Car. Selling made simple. To sell your car today, enter your reg number now at webuyanycar.com.
The Bishop and the Bear, the Bishop and the Bear, and to the delight of everyone, they're here to share jokes and rants and guests and things. Who knows what's any fun they'll bring?
Not affiliated with the Mad Bishop and Bear pub at Paddington Station.
The Bishop and the Bear, bats beyond compare, buckets of savoir-faire. The Bishop and the Bear.
Welcome back to the Bishop and Bear. Might be a little bit rushed today. We've got a dash from the pub to the studio, or at least one of us does. But he has 4 paws, so at least he can gallop quicker than I could. And I might just stay in the pub because I've got a cold. Our guest, though, is the fabulous Nick Brooks, author of Gorilla, very much a gorilla now, also of An Island's 11, the story of Sri Lanka cricket. Now, that did win a fair few awards. Wisden Cricket Book of the Year, the Cricket Society Book of the Year, and the Sunday Times Cricket Book of the Year in 2023. So he's the one who should be relaxing on his desert island with all of the enormous amounts of money that must have earned him. But
I was going to say, are you a millionaire yet, Nick?
I did win one cheque for £3,000, which was given to me or not given to me at a ceremony at Lord's. It was left on the podium, and then I had to go and hurriedly pick it up before it got nicked, and then cash it in at Peckham Barclays the next morning. But yeah, it was very sort of well, it was quite a juxtaposition, getting a cheque in the long room at Lord's and then the next morning standing on Rye Lane waiting for the bank to open.
Quite like that. Colombo to Peckham.
Hoping I was
the story of a cheque. Well, let's just talk a little bit about that. I mean, it's 3 years since you wrote that, but tell us just why Sri Lanka, unless you are Sri Lankan.
I am not at
tell
all
us a little bit.
Sri Lankan tea. I should really say that the project kind of fell into my lap. I'd started trying to do a bit of cricket writing. I previously worked as a sort of travel and brand writer, and I hated being a salesman with my pen. But I sent something that I wrote to a cricket writer called Peter Oborne, who'd written a wonderful book about Pakistan cricket, and I thought it would kind of just die at the bottom of his inbox. But he got back to me and said, "Why don't you come in for a meeting?" He said, I've always thought about doing the same thing for Sri Lanka, but I don't really have the time. I can't be bothered. Why don't you look into it?" And I guess the project just made sense to me for a lot of reasons. I was born in 1990, so my first cricketing memories are of Sri Lanka being on top of the world and being good. And I'd assume that they'd just always been part of the furniture, and I was quite shocked to realise that they only got Test status in 1982, and that the whole history before that was essentially a black hole, albeit with a black hole with really interesting stories that no one had explored. And it felt quite vital, as though a lot of those stories had already sort of disappeared into the ether, and that if someone didn't try and dig into them now, a lot more would disappear. I guess there was another strand to that. I was living in London. I've been in London sort of all my life. I was in my mid-20s by this point. My mum's half Jamaican, so I'd spent a lot of time in Jamaica growing up, and I'd always heard that Sri Lanka was geographically very similar to Jamaica, a bit like Bear's background, his palm tree and beach. I wanted to get out of London, and this seemed like a real adventure, going to somewhere that loves cricket and where cricket can be played all year round.
Did you get expenses to do the book?
I got no expenses, Bear. I actually did it. I had the hubris of youth, and I did it on spec. I thought, if I just go out and do this, someone will buy it. But I didn't have enough money to make that work, so I kind of did a barter arrangement with one of the schools in Sri Lanka, a big cricketing school, and they said, we can't pay you, but if you help teach a bit of English, we can give you food and board, which I thought sounded like a good deal, but I understood it a bit better once I saw the lodgings and tried the food.
Right. So it wasn't worth The $3,000 would have bought you plenty of it, would it?
Yeah, and yeah, they also expected me to do a bit more teaching than I was anticipating, which is a total disaster because Sri Lankan teachers quite often rule with an iron fist, and I guess the two of you can probably imagine shouting at kids isn't really in my playbook, so they ran rings around me.
No,
I was the worst teacher in history.
When I think of, I know they'd been an associate nation since the mid-60s. So it took them till the early 80s, right? I think they lost their first test to England.
Yeah, that's bang on, T. They got associate status in 65 and lost the first test to England in 82, I think.
That was right. And I'm sure Derek Underwood took loads of wickets. I did look that up. But I always think of Sri Lanka like in 3 stages. And so my question really, just because I know we're short of time, we want to talk about the World T20, really. But so I always I think of Sri Lanka in sort of these 3 simplistic stages: birth and growth, the glory years, which you referenced, and now we're in the kind of wanting to get the glory years back, but we don't. But we seem to have a bit of a messy infrastructure that seems to handicap us. Am I oversimplifying, or is that broadly about right?
No, I think that's a really fair way to characterise it, T. I think I put it into 5 sections in my book, but broadly, yeah, you can go from sort of the first cricket that was played in the 1830s right through, I'd say, to about 94, 95, and then the glory years, which would be probably 2 decades, 95 to 2014.
Sangakkara, Jayawardene,
the 90s
Malinga, if you want. Yeah,
and then the generation that came after them. And then, as you say, the fall, which has been over a decade now, where the team is nowhere near where it was, and logistically, administratively, there seem to be all sorts of problems in cricket.
Why do you think that is?
We're live to air, but we need to corral the bear to...
Corruption is certainly part of it, Bear. I think logistics is another issue. So Sri Lanka, like everywhere else, right, first-class cricket is based on territories or regions. In Sri Lanka, it's based on clubs. So they tend to be all in Colombo. So massive parts of the country still kind of remain untapped in terms of talent identification. I think the pathways become more difficult. That's been exacerbated by a sort of 2-decade-long civil war, which sort of precluded the North and the East from playing a lot of cricket, or at least being incorporated into kind of national structures. And then, I mean, I think you've got to say that like countries like the West Indies and Sri Lanka are already fighting a losing battle in terms of the fact that they've got like,
there's Bear. Christ, this thing starts so bloody fast.
I know.
We only had 1 off the first ball, yes?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we've covered for it. Back over to Bear.
Right, Archer is bowling. We'll give him some jingles as we go through. We'll let him have this ball, and then we shall get some jingles up and running. Second ball is pulled straight up in the air. Should be out.
Shit.
Yes, it is out. Caught by the skipper.
Fuck.
I told you this. All you fucking people who are it's obviously they're going to fall apart. They need to get 10 and over. They're fucking Italy. Anyway.
I didn't think there was any danger of them scoring it.
Hotter than lava, cooler than Bogart. In your face, at your stumps, on your toes, on your mum.
Yeah, there's a good story about when Liverpool were playing, I think, Rochdale in the FA Cup. And all week people said, well, Rochdale, that could be a real threat. They're doing very well, in the 3rd division, and maybe they'll put Liverpool out. And then they interviewed Bill Shankly the day before, and they said, what do you think, Bill? And he said, I hope they turn up.
Well, exactly. I mean, all this fucking pessimism that all I hear in here, all these people could beat us. It's like, it's fucking Italy. If you don't believe you can beat fucking Italy, you shouldn't even be fucking here. Let's be honest. Right, the new man in is this man.
JJ Smuts ed Verais. JJ Smuts è ora in Italia. Chi può dire perché?
I don't know what that means, but I like it. He lets his first ball goes through. We only have one brother. We only have one jingle for the brothers Mosca, so one is still there, so he can get a jingle.
That's fucking brilliant, Mog.
I don't know what any of this means. Archer's in. Third ball is going down leg side, but it crashes into a pads of JJ Smuts. And there is no run. Italy are 1 for 1 after 1 over. And I suspect that they don't really bat after 6 or 7, and that they're going to be all out for about 120 in about the 18th over. That's my call.
Sitter says, will the West Indian from Barbados go for a tap today? Grace, what's the Italian plural of Mosca? Oh, it's probably Mosca.
Or Moschini.
Moschini sounds good, actually.
That one, Mosquito. That one is inside edged onto the pads, and there is no run.
Moscapotami?
Moscapotami. Dear. I want to know if you think I'm a bad person. I just put $10 on Sri Lanka to beat Australia because it's at $2.72, which is stupid odds in my view.
Yeah.
Well,
Australia looks shit. I imagine that Sri Lanka will walk past Australia. That seems quite long.
You're a bad person, Messi. It's just confirmation.
Edged, caught, gone. They're 1 for 2. And they have a slip in, and JJ Smuts has lasted 4 balls, got no runs. Italy are shit, let's face it, and England are going to walk this one.
The crowd says you're out.
Hardly surprising.
I'm mildly perplexed as to why someone was holding up an Isle of Man flag, but
yeah, that's very true. Jamie Overton is at slip. That's a weird one. But he has a safe pair of hands, and Joffre's tournament gets moving.
Super del Tour, Italia, which I'm reliably informed is up yours, Italy.
Oh, Soda says his cousin played against Arsenal yesterday. Who was that for? Wigan?
Wigan, actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Greysack says, Bear swearing is affecting my delicate sensibilities. Fuck him.
I think you're on the wrong channel if that's going to upset you.
And Steve Rousseau says, damn, you guys are having a party.
Yeah, well, the next man in is this guy.
Presto che non resisto a rimanente, scusa se insisto, ma questa notte che lo che preferisco e non chiodo fisso, un preferisco per far l'amore.
Henry Manenti.
Harry Manenti.
Yeah, all high energy Euro pop in these jingles. The bowler, I'll play after this ball. First ball is pulled by Manenti behind square. There is a man out there. It'll only be a single. The bowler is
Jamie Overton. He can score a quick half ton. Less racist than his mother's other son. Is Jamie Overton.
I doubt there's much people following this in Italy anyway, is it? Because they got the bloody Olympics.
Well, probably not.
They don't even know what cricket is, do they? That one is short, wide, through the keeper, and there ain't no run.
There'll be some Australians following it with
yes,
Italian.
Exactly. Australian Italians. There's a big Australian-Italian population, isn't there? Much like
yeah. When I arrived in 1970, Greeks and Italians were probably the biggest ethnic group outside the British.
Well, they were. Yes,
they were, weren't they? I mean, it's the big. It was. I mean, when I went over there in the 90s, they were the biggest. The Greek population was the second biggest Greek population in the world outside of Greece.
Well, in Melbourne, yes, that is correct. Well, Greece and Italy got displaced. Like Greeks and Italians at the end of the Second World War.
Top edge. Is that going to go all the way, or is it going to be caught? It is going to go all the way. It's going to be 6 runs. Top edged for 6 by Henry Manenti, and they get their run chase up and running.
That's Harry.
What, Harry Manenti? Did I say Henry? Yeah, I didn't say
Henry. You did.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Henry's not a very Australian name.
No.
Apart from that drunk boy who had the jet lag.
Yeah, that's true. He was quite funny. Next
There
ball.
are always some. Oh, sorry.
Through to the keeper, no run. Carry on.
Yeah, there were always some Italians around. From the very earliest days in Melbourne, but it was post World War II that the culinary culture really took off. They really took over. They brought the pasta with them in the 1950s.
Big in the fishing industry too.
Okay.
Fremantle port, fishing port, was very much dominated by the Italians.
What, the mafioso?
No, not at all.
Pulled again. This time he didn't really get much on it. Did Menenti. It's fielded by Phil Salt coming off the boundary. And it'll be 1 run.
Yeah, there's still quite a lot of Italian heritage. The Como cinema is very nice and all that kind of thing. And there's a little Italy just north of the CBD. But in fact, even when I arrived in 2005, Italians and Greeks were probably along with obviously the Anglos.
Oh, sorry, he didn't get that off the top edge. He got it off the helmet. I wonder why the umpires were making some weird signals. I think he's headbutted that out to square leg, and therefore he's having top edged it into his helmet. I wonder why.
Oh, wow!
I thought he top edged it, and therefore I thought it was going to go for another 6. But he's top edged it into his helmet. So there's a concussion check on Menenti, but he seems to be okay.
Well, Melbourne, of course, is blessed with a profusion of great Italian restaurants, isn't it?
Yes, but it's switched all around. I mean, the major immigration now is from India and Southeast Asia.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, European populations are dwindling, aren't they? I mean, birth rates in Europe are terrible. Oh, that's beating the outside edge. Last ball of the over by Overton is through to the keeper, and there is no run.
Funny, I remember the time when people said we needed to control the population was growing too fast. Greystoke says that I'd raise that bet to $50. I haven't got $50 in my betting account, I'm afraid. I've just got some dollars left over from a win in the Formula One last year. Mr. P in it. Who says, drinking from my cricket dad mug. An awesome and heroic figure, noticeably cooler than a regular dad. Somebody sucking up to you there, were they? And we have a super chat from Greystoke, who's kindly sent us $2. He just says, just trying to balance the J-free budget deficit.
Well,
Thank you.
Know, Archer is into the pads, I think inside edge for Menenti. Onto his pad that balloons out towards mid-wicket, and I'll get a single.
I'm reminded, Gary Sack, that I haven't actually put any polls up during the last few games because everything happened so fast during T20. It's a bit hard to get around to.
Yeah, indeed.
It is indeed, yes. And really, I mean, every 2 years is, I don't know what you guys think, it's too much for an international competition.
I don't mind it with T20, to be honest. It's more interesting than a fucking IPL, let's be honest.
Well, it's a taller dwarf.
Oh, is that out? No, how did that not get anything?
Wow.
An absolute corking through from Archer. It's gone away from the batsman, Jay Mosca. Somehow it didn't take his edge. Somehow it didn't hit the stumps and went through the keeper. But it went a long way off the seam then because it seemed to move.
Well, it's pretty well pitched.
Oh, my word. It's gone a mile off the seam.
Unplayable delivery, literally.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
It pitched on middle.
Well, he actually played it very well. If it pitched middle stump, he played it middle stump. It just didn't go middle stump.
Yeah, he played the line, and there's too much movement on the ball. If he got a slightly less movement, it'd probably take the top of off stump. But it did not, and Archer is in again. This one is slashed at by Mosca through to the keeper, and there is no run.
His braiding becomes ever more innovative and creative. Ruffles.
Probably got a hair dude out there, hasn't he? There's no way he does it himself. Either that or he goes and sees the West Indian boys and says they've probably got a hair guy, haven't they? He probably knows them all quite well, or certainly the Barbadians in the West Indies side.
What he looks like unbraided. We've got a striker for us, Haji Wright, an American fellow. Sometimes he's braided, and sometimes he just lets it all frizz up into an afro.
Well, if that's his, I presume that being a man, there's no extension, so he's got quite long hair. It would be quite a reasonably sized afro, I'd imagine. Archer around the wicket this time, driven by Mosca, and straight to cover, and there is no run. 10 for 2 are the Italians. Well, you see, the thing is, this is the thing about mixed heritage kids. Like my daughter, my youngest daughter, really has got very long hair, and whilst it's got a kink in it, it's not a very heavy kink, so it doesn't really afro up. Whereas my oldest daughter has got a great afro, and she likes wearing it out. Archer in. Driven out through the covers. I think that's probably going to make it to the boundaries. No one out there. Everyone's in the ring. That's a good shot by Mosca, and he will get himself one of these.
4 on the floor, and one more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4s are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
Nicely played shot, that.
That's nicely done.
Have both the Mosca brothers played BBL then, Jez?
No, both the Menenti brothers have.
Oh, right, okay.
No, either of the Mosca brothers have.
Archer. Last ball of this over is clipped, and this one is going to be 4 down the leg side this time as it goes down towards fine leg, and is another 4 runs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think he should have kept bowling over the wicket. Anyway, over to you, Messi.
There's a super chat that I suspect wasn't read out because I think it was posted between the innings from Philip Shaw. So sorry for joining. He sent us €5.99. So sorry for joining late to the party. I was dreaming of Teletext page 341, the go-to page for cricket before the gorillas.
Absolutely.
God, Teletext.
Teletext. Back in the day. Menenti is going to face up to Overton. He went for 8 in his first over. He's coming in, he bowls, it's pulled. Oh, see, in their innings, someone was there to catch that.
Yes.
But in our innings, it's gone 4-4, or was that 6? I think it was only 4.
Yeah, that's the exact shot Phil Salt was at, too.
Pretty much. But their man was right on the line of it. Ours isn't.
Nice shot.
It was a nice shot. Well pulled. Just helped it to run its way. Oh, it's
all the way, I think.
I think it's all the way. No, it's been given us 4. So we'll have this one.
It's Nissan She. It's Nissan She.
Now they're all Australians, so presumably they like pulling the ball. Surely you just bowl it a little bit fuller, don't you? Anyway, Overton is in. It does bowl that short. An attempted waft by Menenti. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run.
Yeah, that was sensible delivery. It's hard to execute that one, and the difference, one of the differences between Italy is that Italy had the strategy of bowling that wide ball right inside the tram lines, and over again got it just outside the tram lines instead. And it's hard to get these things right.
Absolutely, small margins of error.
Yes, small margins. Yes.
Overton in. That's full driven. Is that caught? I think it is, you know.
Is it? No, I don't
think
so.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No. I thought he'd driven that on the up, and I think
Confusion.
I thought the way he'd gone down, he caught it. Oh no, it's hit into the ground. It's good bit of fielding. I thought he'd hit it up.
Yeah, sometimes there's a nonchalance about a catch, a really good catch, as if, oh yeah, I'll do this every day, which confuses you when you think, oh, was it one of those?
That's mainly because I've got under 22.5 for the full on the next wicket, but that's clipped into the leg side, and there'll be no run as it goes to mid wicket.
All the twos.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I can. At the end of this over.
Mysterious comment.
Yeah, it was a mysterious comment, but Messi will get it.
He's responding to a request on WhatsApp.
Full driven at with a great flourish by Menenti, but he misses the ball. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run.
Talking of mysterious comments, I finally replied to your request today, Messi. Thank you.
I just started reading it as we came back on. Thank you, Forthy.
That will be of no interest to anyone else apart from us two. Let us resume.
But now I want to know.
No, it's too
The
complicated.
Proposition Messi had put together, which he had asked for some comments. So unfortunately, I've spent a month.
Overton in attempted. Has that been caught? He has been caught. He's tried to ramp that as Menenti. He's tried to ramp it over the keeper. It was a great catch by Josh Butler. He's finally done something useful in the game. He leapt like a salmon and plucked it out of the sky with one hand. And Menenti, who's got 12 off 11, has to go. And we say to him, this one. A great catch. And I thankfully got my
goalie's catch, really, wasn't it?
It was indeed. So, as requested by somebody.
Super chat game. And that is from Philip Shaw for €2.49. He says, "Can you play a super chat jingle?"
Yes.
There you go, Philip. Thank you very much. Alberto Over is educating me. He says, "Hola, wonderful Guerrilla Cricket. It could be a Sicily flag. I have a football shirt for their semi-international team, and it has the same 3 legs as the Isle of Man. So there's something I never knew before. I just had a look at it. It's actually rather disturbing to look at, in my view. It's 3 legs coming out of the one spot. But never mind. It is what it is. Fun fact, says Leo, Dusseldorf has the highest Japanese population of any city outside Japan.
Okay, first ball of the next over is cut by Jay Mosca, and it has gone down to the third man boundary for 4 runs.
Now my innings going, great guns, I hit the ball, 4 runs, I hit the ball and it went for 4 runs.
Well, having been quite parsimonious for 9 balls, Archer's last 3 balls have gone for 4 apiece, but such is the life of a fast bowler in the power play.
Indeed. Defended out to the covers and there's no run. The new batsman is...
Oh, it's Ben Menenti, comes from Australia. He never gets a game for them, so he became Italian.
Loving these Italian jingles. It's a shame we'll probably never get to use them again until the next World Cup, but hey, such is life.
Well, on the Italian theme, Fluffy has renamed himself Da Fluff today. Says Adelaide is basically just one giant Italian fish market.
They did have
Jay Mosca. Sure. No, he didn't get another. That's like another one that's gone massively off the seam. Because again, I thought he'd edged that. I thought he gloved it, in fact, through to the keeper. But no one's gone up. And the ball has gone on. I prefer this line, though. Even if he's not getting wickets here, Archer, it's a much better line from over the wicket. They don't really know what to do.
No, indeed. They did have the longest empire of all time, the Italians. You've got to give them that. Lasted over 1,000 years. And you could argue carried on lasting up until for another 1,000 years in the East, in Turkey. So quite a long time as empires go.
Archer is in, and that's pulled well by Mosca, and it goes out to deep square leg this time, where it is another 4 runs.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary.
I guess the question will be, how will they deal with Adil Rashid? Well, they dealt with presumably Lamachandi, or whatever his name is, from Nepal quite well, because they walloped them. Although that was the brothers Mosca who got the runs, didn't they? One of them is not there anymore.
And it was flat as a pancake, that pitch.
Yeah. The ball actually handled Adil Rashid extremely well. Maybe it's an associate nation.
Maybe. That one is defended out to the covers, and there is no run. What we got? 30. They're offering 12.5 runs per wicket at the moment. I've managed to get them in, though, by craftily waiting till they've hit a couple of 4s and then putting it down, hoping that they fall within the next 12 runs.
It's pity the continental guys don't play cricket a lot.
Oh my God, we've had 5 overs already. We're off at the end of this over. Next in is Forthy, Tony and William. Have you let William in? Oh, he's still there anyway, so that's okay.
DJ Burt says, how Italian is this? An Italian mate of mine is a banana farmer in Oz. To which the Fluffy says, banana farmer.
Yeah. Banana farmer, yeah. Robert De Niro's waiting.
Robert De Niro's waiting. That was Bananarama, wasn't it? Cut! No, and over the top of the man at point. So 4.4.4. That over went. And well battered, sir.
And if you kids can't listen, and you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary,
And we'll have a switcheroo. Tone's coming in.
Okie doke. Catch you later.
Okay, well, just while there's a bit of a switch around, I'll join the dots. Justin Mosca. And, so it's a Mosca and Menenti act at the moment. They've both got brothers inside. And Justin Mosca's 22 off 14. Italians will be buoyed by that last over, which went for 12. That's 34 for 3. Will Jacks is going to come on. And if Tony is in place, he might be for the Will Jacks jingle any moment now. And I believe William is with us. Hello, William.
Hello.
It's Will Jacks time, and that's a fairly horrible ball. It drifts down the leg side and gets what it deserves. It's patted down along the 45. A little flurry of boundaries from Italy. England will want to put a cap on this. How are you seeing it so far, William?
Yeah, I think so. I think Moscow's looked quite good actually in these early stages. So yeah, I think obviously England won't be too worried, but yeah, they'd like to get a wicket probably sooner.
Okay. So Menenti has given himself a huge amount of space. Has whacked it. He's got a big, thick outside edge. Joffer Archer at gully back pedals. Can't get hold of it. Maybe should have got hold of it. The ball runs away.
Another one of these.
I do him an injustice. It would have been impossible to catch that one. Played round the corner by Menenti. That's a dot ball. There's a man on the 45, and it is, of course, Adurashi.
It already looks like he's getting quite a bit of turmoil, Jacks, actually, in these first few balls.
Getting a fair bit of turn, yes, but he's not got the control. And he sees, I think, Menenti coming and darts it in, hoping to surprise him. But Menenti does get the bat on it, and they do scurry through for a single. He would have been stumped for all money had he missed that one.
I guess that's kind of been the problem. Like even like the first ball turned a long way, but it pitched on leg and turned even more down leg. So that's obviously what he struggled with. But now he's got probably the matchup that England would rather he'd be bowling to at the moment. So
yeah, it's Justin Mosca facing up to Jacks for the first.
I will jingle him very quickly. It might be Will Jacks. There you go, that quick.
Very good. And defended unusually by Justin Mosca. Not ball.
Yeah, that's better line and length from Jacks there.
Yep, sensible. Going round the wicket. Left-handed Mosca just drops short, fatally short, and it's cut by a man who's really got his eye in now. Wide of the man at point for one of these.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right.
I was preparing a pre-read of jingles, of messages.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
47 for 3 at the end of the 6th, Tony on messages.
Yes, I really have no clue how far we'd got to, so if you've heard these before, shout. Some discussion about national anthems. DJ Burt says the translation of the Welsh anthem is very pleasant. O sole mio, says Eric. Moscow might entertain for a bit, but Italy likely ends around 120 to 140. I wouldn't say that just yet. That's Dippentage, something I can't quite say the name, but I apologise to you. Come on, Italy, show some spine, says Steve Russo. Well, I think they are. Mr. Handjob of Melbourne says, fun fact, Robert De Niro's Waiting was the song used for Italian captain Wayne Madson's jingle, sadly never to be played. Yes, so, well, unless something interesting happens. Yeah, but he dislocated his shoulder early on, didn't he? Greystoke, we in Australia changed our national anthem. No one gave a fuck. Is that true? Do you concur with that, Forthy?
Wasn't aware that it had officially been changed, but it might have been, I suppose. I could have missed that one.
We changed it from God Save the Queen to Advance Australia Fair.
Oh, okay. I knew it was Advance Australia Fair, so it used to be officially God Save the Queen.
I
okay,
like Advance Australia Fair, but I'm with
yes,
you.
it's a good anthem.
Dafluff says German anthem sounds a bit stern. Yes, it does. And a bit scary with its lyrics as well. But there we go. I suppose that's the weight of history.
It gets misunderstood, the German anthem. Deutschland über alles means we must be one nation. It doesn't mean Deutschland
over everybody.
Over everybody else.
I'm sure that, yeah. Down to interpretation, I suppose. There are chumps these days, for sure.
Yeah. I understand, when you've been a series of states, Saxony and all of those things, you say, no, Germany must be one nation. That's the point they were making. Anyway, I don't know whether you've got strong views, William, on the German national anthem.
Not particularly, no. No, I can't say I do, but I've enjoyed it's been better over the last few days at the Winter Olympics, getting to hear the British anthem for a change after the first week, so that's my anthem contribution.
You like the British anthem? I've never been a big...
Well, I just like the fact that it means GB have won, rather than... I mean, I don't mind it, but, yeah. It's alright.
Feels a bit... I don't know. It feels a bit outdated these days.
Yes, I would agree.
Still Rashid into Menenti. Come
Oh,
on.
hello.
He dropped his first one. Nasty half-tracker, which has been launched by Menenti, I suspect, all the way.
It has been launched all the way for one of these.
Maybe Associate Nations are Adil Rashid's catnip or whatever the word is.
It does rather look like that, yeah. But,
Poorly against Nepal.
Yeah, it was against Nepal. He got a bit of a tonking, wasn't it?
Yes. And that's not great either. Again, dropping short. On the bounce, though, he gets away with it slightly, down to Jamie Overton at long on for a single.
This Rashid Khan took his 700th T20 wickets today.
Yeah,
oh, right.
And they won as well, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was his first hit wicket in all of those T20 wickets.
Oh, that was a shambles. It was a shocking effort.
I was wondering why my wife had uncorked the champagne. It's 700 wickets for in comes Adil Rashid again. And that's back foot drive down to long on for a single. That's a lot of wickets.
Yeah. Well, I think he needs 10 more for 200 now in T20 eyes.
Okay. Rashid in again it's short, but again he will get away with that one to Menenti. This has not been the Adil Rashid thus far that we have come to really love. But, even the finest of an off day, and that's dragged down the leg side, helped round the corner. Pour overall, wouldn't you say, William?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know, but some of the balls have kind of looked like, when you bowl a spinner and like the ball's not right because it's too new. And then obviously T20, the ball's always like hit around a bit, but kind of just a couple of them look like they're almost like not coming out as it want. I thought that last delivery maybe.
Sweaty hands, who knows?
Yeah.
That's on the money. Prods forward, J. Mosca in the defensive. The end of the 7th over, Italy 56 for 3, Tony.
Well, you mentioned sweaty hands, and there has been quite a lot of German conversation going on, including don't mention the war, so we won't. But thanks, Dan. The veal is really good. Hello, we're going into Basil Fawlty now. That's where this has started to lurch. A few others, but that's basically where we ended up.
Well, if you want to jingle up the new bowler, it is one L. Dawson.
Wow. Let's see. Here he is.
Wait and wait, and then you wait and wait, and then you wait and wait. Liam Dawson.
Yeah, he went for 42 and 36 from the Associate Nations and 14 against the West Indies. Adil Rashid. Anyway, Liam Dawson.
He did bowl a bit better against Scotland, I think. So there's both against Nepal.
Fair enough. Dawson round the wickets. That's a bit short as well. He rocks onto the back foot, Manenti. I think he's got all of this. I'm pretty sure that he
Absolutely has. Good fight.
Well,
like this.
62 for 3 at 7.1 overs. It is a good fight back. And
yeah.
Maybe just the first hints of concern rippling through the English camp. And that's cut to the man on the boundary, Jacob Bethel. For a single.
I guess it's just one of those things, like whenever you kind of play one of like the associates, that although obviously these two are going quite well, you kind of know if you get a wicket, you back yourself obviously to kind of then run through. Whereas against England, obviously you've got people like Dawson and then Overton coming in down the order, whereas associates often don't have as much depth as the, I suppose, test playing nations do.
Yeah, you'd hope so. It's got to be your day, and the partnership is going to go on and on and on.
Yeah.
That is correct. And of course, it's only 1 in 10 occasions perhaps that it is your day, but maybe it's today. We'll wait and see. Dawson round the wickets to Mosca, who pulls that one. I think there's a sweeper out there. Yes, there is. Bethel again. Probably just you.
I think Grant Stewart, I've seen get a few quick hundreds, I think, in the championships. Obviously, he can bat a bit, but then you're probably going into the lesser known players for most of the kind of mainstream fans, I guess.
Yeah, they need 139 off 75, so still a tall order. And these English spinners are just dropping it short at the moment.
Well, interestingly, England were 67 for 3 after 7.3 overs, which would put the teams exactly level.
Pretty well level.
Exactly level. Obviously, there was a bit of a charge from Will Jacks and Overton.
There was a little more than a cameo from Jacks. He got a 50 towards the end, which really changed the tempo of the match, rather. But England won't want this one to get away too much longer. And then that's a full ball, wide ball, but not a wide, as it were. Attempted cut by Mosca, taken by Butler, dot ball. Last ball of Dawson's over. He's recovered after that first 6-1-1-1 dot. Let's see whether the last ball will determine what sort of an over it's been. No, and he goes wide. He's got away with that one. In fact, maybe a smart bit of bowling. Cut to the man at a deepish point. The end of the 8th over, dot ball, England, Italy rather, 65 for 3.
65 for 3, yeah, after 8. Dippen, can't even. Anyway, says, I'll just call him Dippen C, if that's all right, Dippen C. Jacks is again tasked with giving away more runs at a faster rate than he would have scored. Brave account, Italy hoping this is a lesser Cane and Mora. I don't know what that means. Wow, Italy are fighting, says Dan De Castro. Yes, they are. Cheering the underdog, says Stephen Rousseau. Lady on the telly says Ted Dexter was born in Milan. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he's correct. He was.
And Fluffy says, and Don Bradman's Italian exclamation mark. Was he? Don Bradman? Does he have Italian links?
He was born in Bowral. I don't.
That's right. That's what I thought. But I mean, that said, though, he could still have had Italian in his family. Remember, that's the route into this side for a lot of this current generation of Italians.
I mean, his name's Don, I suppose.
As in Don, the Don, yes.
Got any Italian association or heritage at all, William?
No. That's I can only play for England, so that's not going to happen. So
Guillermo Montalto would be, I suppose.
Yeah.
In comes Curran again. Ball poked out to point, and it's an overthrow. It's buzzers. It's one of them.
You're right, that's fair.
136 off 70, so they're going to have to go some from here. Obviously they are, but never say never.
No, it's just one of those what we said about depth. But if these two can stay in for a while, like Manenti's obviously is 26 off 12, and Mosca's looked quite good. Obviously got that 60 last time, so they would have to go some, like we say. But at the moment it is still less than 2 a ball, which obviously is still difficult, but doable.
Within the realms. Menenti, very high bat lift. Very high bat lift. I think Gucci. Oh, and he's launched. That's a full ball outside off stump, right in the slot. He's launched it. Has he launched it far enough?
I think he did. It looked all the way to me.
Yeah. Banton coming round on the boundary, couldn't get to it.
2, 4, 6.
Well, time for calm heads from England to make sure they don't lose their heads, because they should have enough nous at their level to be able to stay calm and confront this.
There's 6 more.
But there's 6 more.
Was it Harry or Ben who scored the 50 for Italy in the first game? Which Menenti was that? I can't actually remember now.
I will have a look for you.
Thank you.
Check for us. Thank you, Tony.
Ben.
And that was just a flick, really, just a flick round the corner. Very powerful man. And then he didn't need to do more than flick it. It was a sort of got an English ref.
It was Ben. He got 52 against Scotland.
He has an almighty heave at that one and completely misses it. So
he's pulling good touchdowns because he didn't bat against Nepal. So he's got 52 and a 38 off 15 so far.
Well, he took 2 wickets though against Nepal, did Ben? So he is in very tidy order indeed. He's going well. Both sons of a rugby coach, aren't they? The Menentis.
He looks like he could easily be a rugby player, Menenti.
He does actually, yeah.
Look of a second rower. I don't know much about.
He's been playing in the Big Bash since 2018.
Jason man for rugby. Last ball of the 9th over. It's a slower, wider ball, but not a wide. That's well bowled by Curran, actually. England were 76 for 3. Italy are 79 for 3 at the end of the 9th over, Tony.
William, you're getting a gentle chiding for using the word associates, which is now considered very anti-woke, apparently.
Yeah.
Says Greystoke. Oz might need to win by 100 runs versus an associate, says Dan De Castro. Some of these Italian lads are very much not overawed by the storied England bowling attack. Well, no, they're not, and nor should they be, The Big Bash is a very high standard of T20 cricket, and at least 2 of them have played in that. They're showing their mettle.
We've got one more over together as a trio. A trio, which is an Italian term, and it's Italy we're watching, and that is a subtle, nuanced ball from Adil. It tempted Mosca into a big heave, but such are the subtle variations. And that's the fuller ball right on just outside off stump. Hard to get away, but he manages it. Think about coming back for second, but just be one. So I think Rashid has perhaps got his rangefinder a bit more into.
Yeah, those kind of first couple of balls, the lengths definitely seemed a bit better. Then first ball, the line wasn't as good. That was a bit better. He did kind of sweep that off, probably middle-ish. So yeah, does look to be finding it a bit more.
Well, let's hope so for England's sake. But from an underdog's sake, let's see what happens. Oh, that's a beautifully flighted delivery from Adil Rashid. An almighty wahoo from Menenti ends with his bat over his shoulder as the ball is still travelling towards him.
I think that's what Rashid does so well, obviously, as well as obviously the turn. He just kind of mixes speeds up very well, and when he kind of really tosses up, he just got nice and slow.
And that's more or less the straight ball, maybe the slider, and it's been slightly bamboozled. Batsman's managed to get it out. Menenti for a single. This has been a good comeback over from Adil Rashid so far. .1.1.
Yes.
Just what England needed to steady the ship from their premier bowler. Was there a little tiny
there
little
was.
edge?
There looked like it,
yeah.
Very definite edge.
This looks out. Maybe.
Oh, stop safe.
And that's dropped between 2 fielders on the leg side boundary, and there's a bit of Keystone Cops there, and they've come through for 2. But a good over so far. .1.12. Let's see how the last ball goes.
It looked like a drop there, as you kind of said before that ball. It looked like Menenti edged it, the ball before the Butler spill.
He did, yes. Last ball of the over. It's another of those beautifully flighted ones. And Menenti can only just shovel it away on the offside. The halfway mark at the end of the 10th over. Italy at 84 for 3. Manenti going very nicely, 39 off 18. He's up with the run rate. And Italy press on from here. You will find out with our new trio.
Read the super chat first. Emma's coming in to,
Thank you very much.
I think, take over.
Guglielmo Montalto.
Yes.
We welcome
Yes.
Emma and Tony.
Thank
We'll
you.
be taking you through the next 5 overs.
Fantastic. Would you be able to kindly change the screen? I can see Mog all of a sudden. Hello, Mog.
Am I not on now?
You might be. What? I can't remember. Who is
I've
on?
got it on my phone.
I've got it here. Hold on. I write these things. I don't necessarily remember them. That's the thing. It is you, Mog. You are due here.
You lucky bastards.
Well, lucky we are. Blessed. Blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
I was bigging you up to Emma earlier. When
Yeah,
we were nattering.
big
I was
time.
talking
What?
about your
Why?
music. About your musical talents.
Oh,
And breadth and variety. Dawson around the wicket. That's gone up in the air, but dropped well south of the man at short third. The man at short third was Adil Rashid. So one leg by, wouldn't have been a catch because it was, I think it might have been an attempted reverse, was it? But it came off the pad anyway. So one more to score for Italy though. They need 118 from 59 balls. But they've got two very well set batsmen in Mosca and Ben Manenti, who is looking in very good form indeed. What can Liam Dawson do about that? It's full, it's on middle stump, it's just pushed down the ground towards Craig Overton, who fields, and they take another pretty quick single. I mean, you look at that equation, Morgan, you would say 117 or 58. That's
It's
quite
just
a big
ticked
ask,
over,
isn't it?
ticked over 12 runs and over.
It is. They're
Might
going
be
to
a
have
little
to
bit
take some
beyond it.
risks. Well, yeah, they're going to have to take some risks. Dawson, that's full. It is, in fact, a full toss. And did Mosca to try and squeeze it between long on and deep mid wicket, but Phil Salt was there to ensure that didn't happen, and restricts them to. Did you see if they took one or two there?
I think they took two.
Oh, I think they did take two. They certainly should have done, for sure. But they're going very well indeed. In comes Dawson. That's been smashed. It's beaten the man at deep mid wicket. It was Phil Salt again. He wasn't going to get close to this one. It was on the bounce, I think. But it is four more. It was beautifully placed by Mosca. He absolutely nailed that.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
Justin, of course, brother of Anthony. Goodness me, he knew exactly what he was doing with that. Placed it quite superbly.
Mosca means fly in Spanish. I wonder what it means in Italian. I'll look it up.
Oh, yeah. Is it related?
They're both Romance languages.
Dawson, wide of off stump. Crunched down to Bethel, who's at deep backward point. Just a single on this occasion. He grew up in Moorbank in southwest Sydney. Did Justin, well, and I think his brother, an Italian family who had migrated to Australia in the 20th century. Enrolled in a teaching course in Australia and worked as a physical education teacher for a while. Well, he's certainly trying to get physical with England here. That was a good ball, though. Turned away. Manenti had already planted his foot. And the ball, fairly typical left armer's delivery, just moved out of his reach. So that was well bowled. 93 for 3. 11 overs complete. Emma.
We got €5.99 from Philip Shaw. The British national anthem sings about killing the Scottish in the second verse. Is there another national anthem that sings about killing themselves?
Hopefully not. Well, themselves, no. You'd have to remind me what the lyrics to the second verse are.
I don't know the lyrics to the second verse.
Let's not forget the Grand Duchy of Suicide. They're very big on killing themselves.
Of course, yeah.
I don't think anybody does know the second verse. I don't even remember the first verse.
It's like the mysterious Australian ones.
But I'm not 100% convinced that it does. Well, I wouldn't want to doubt
it does.
it, but does it? Okay, fair enough.
Quickly on that.
93 for 3. Will Jacks went for 13 off his first over. He's going to be bowling to Justin Mosca, who's got his eye in and is looking in what dangerous touch really. Round the wicket comes Jacks. That is an off break. Bounced a little too, but it will get them a single as it was just cut into the offside. So one more to the score. He's very keen on football, is Justin, and supports AC Milan. Don't know who his brother supports, even though I...
Talking about Australians in football, you need to specify what kind of football.
Proper football.
Rugby?
No,
The one that you play with your feet.
The one we called soccer. Well, anyway, if he's an AC Milan fan, unless there's an AC Milan, Aussie rules football team. Oh no! Wide of off stump, beat the bat, beat the stumps, and unfortunately also beat Joss Buttler, who didn't close his legs quickly enough, and goes for 4 byes, and that, I'm afraid, was quite shoddy from Buttler. He just seemed a little bit slow and lazy to me for that. It's gone for 4. Oh, smashed! Smashed by Manenti. That's gone. That's hauled deep over Cowell. And that's his 50. And what a fine knock that is. It's 11 off this Jacks over. And Benjamin Manenti is going to make sure England sweat and sweat as he chases this total, which has got considerably smaller in the last couple of balls.
Up
to
there,
the tune of 10. But beautifully batted. We should... Where's the millstones? Here we go. It's one of these.
It's 50, and you know that can't be bad. Yeah, it's 50, and you know you should be glad.
I think this may be Jax's last over for a while. He's gone for 24, and that's going to be 6 more. Because it's been hauled away around the corner, over deep fine, up go the umpire's arms, and it's yet another one of these. My goodness me.
That 6 is on fire.
Treating Eminem with contempt there.
17 off this over so far. Liam Dawson is giving some sage advice to Will Jacks. I don't know what he'd be telling him. Bowl better, I suspect.
Stop being shit.
Stop it. I was trying to put a more positive spin on that. You're absolutely right. 110 for 3. It means 93 off 50 balls is a very doable equation. And England now will be thinking, we really, really do need to break this partnership. Jacks, it's a bit of a drag down. It's cut. It's going to beat the man at point. It was Bethel, who seemed to lumber in slow motion like a man wading through treacle in diving boots. He did put in a dive, but it's beaten him anyway. It's gone for 4.
In the name of God.
Handy runs.
Yeah, very handy runs indeed. What's Jack's got this time? That's up in the air. It's straight. It's going to be taken. It is taken. What a relief. It's Banton who got underneath it. Ben Manenti has gone for 60. Will Jacks has got a wicket. Boy, it has been expensive. But safe hands of Tom Banton. It wasn't a straightforward catch either, Mog, was it?
No, he had to run around a bit. But look at it.
Again, it was thrown wide of off stump. Manenti's feet were planted, so he really didn't have his head over the ball. Launched it. Banton had to come forward, get onto his knees, tumble forward. But Will Jacks, the look of relief on his face. He looks like a man who's thinking, well, thank God, but I'm not sure I'm covered myself in any glory, even though I got the wicket. He's gone for 60, though, Manenti. What a fantastic knock it was. It's the 4th wicket down for Italy, and we can go for some more messages, Emma.
Well, Suter Who says, think there's an AC Milan handball team. So, to be fair...
Well, there is in Australia.
No idea where. He doesn't. He has not been incredibly specific. Then $5 from Brian in Brisbane.
Oh, fantastic!
This morning at work, I was processing some notices of marriage and came across Bishop and McCullum. Hey, I thought Tony kept that quiet. Is there anything you'd like to report?
No, there is going to be a bishop wedding this year.
Is that where you've really been in the last few matches?
No, a big wedding this year.
Not at home.
My eldest is
cold.
getting married to the fabulous Lily.
Ah, very nice.
That's in May, so I'm looking forward to that.
Which one is he?
The elder one.
Ah.
You met him, the lad you met.
Yes.
Pulled away by Mosca down to deep mid wicket. Saltfields, they take a single. The score moves on to 115 for 4. It's Stewart, who's the new man. Well, he got some important England wickets earlier in the day. Grant Stewart played, or I think, does he still play for Kent? I'm not absolutely sure, I'll have to check. But he certainly bowled very well. 2 for 51, okay, a bit expensive, but big wickets. In comes Dawson again, worked away by Stewart to mid wicket. Bethel Fields. 87 needed, 46 balls. It is a very doable equation. 203, remember, England made, but they rather stumbled there. And it was Will Jacks who came in and really made the difference. But equally, he's making a bit. He has made a bit of a difference with the ball by being expensive.
34.
Dawson's doing all his guile to try and calm things down, and he's done that pretty well because he's just gone for 3 singles. That one is just another single to mid off. So this is clever variety from Liam Dawson, as you might expect. We keep seeing the look on Will Jacks's face. 1, when he finally thought he'd got the wicket. 2, because of the huge amount of relief when he realised that Tom Benson had actually caught it.
Very expensive way to buy a wicket.
It is. 117 for 4. Dawson to bowl his 4th ball of this over. That's wide of the off stump. Cut, and it's cut for 4 too. Stewart says thank you for that, and absolutely leathers it away through cover for 4 runs.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
Got hold of that. Mog, you're going to have to talk because my voice is going.
And then I've thought of absolutely nothing to say.
Brilliant.
Go, mate.
That's so helpful. Onto the back foot goes Stewart. Brooke has stationed himself now at short cover, trying to cut off that line of attack, which he did very successfully there.
Oh,
The 2 lads in the pub.
For Italy.
The 2 lads in the pub still have England at 80%. I think that's harsh on Italy. Stewart thinks that too, but he doesn't get hold of that because Dawson, who has bowled pretty well, he let go just the one boundary this over. That was pulled to mid wicket, just another single. 122 for 4, 81 needed or 42. Emma.
Got Mosca has to go full beast mode plus 1 cameo from the next batter, otherwise Chase will fade fast. England got the breakthrough at the perfect time. Another one saying, boy, did they need that wicket. Well, is a Jack the lad from Anthony Holford. Carl Herbert wants them to give Jack another, but he may be Italian, so unsure there.
No bias.
It's happening. England are begging for it. Come on, Italy.
Well, it's going to be Jamie Overton being brought back into the attack. I'm not going to play his. I know how much you love his jingle.
I do love his jingle.
However, we played it a few times today, so
yeah, it's all right. I'll go back and listen.
You can have too much of a good thing.
You certainly can.
122 for 4. Overton over the wicket to Grant Stewart. Clever, slower ball. Stewart had set himself looking to pull, and it was what? Sorry. It was 90 miles an hour. He was clearly thinking, was Stewart, that it was going to be 95, 96 miles an hour. And
Imagine how fast if it was his normal
brilliantly speed. Pulled it back to just a mere 90. Certainly bounced though, and it was too good for Grant Stewart, who was he went through what looked like a hook, but the bat was underneath it and the head was down. He wouldn't have known if he'd got anything on it. He wouldn't have known where it had gone.
Good cover. I don't think anybody noticed.
Key thing. Let's have a look at where the fielders are. There are a couple of men short on the offside. Back. Oh, he's got 4 runs. That's clever. Stewart stepped back well outside to leg, and although they brought 2 men short on the offside, that was really, really fine. And has got him 4 runs. Well, clever shot, I think. We'll have to have another look to see how much he didn't. If he meant that, I'm a Dutchman. Nothing against Dutchmen before anyone starts to accuse me of anything. 126 for 4. What's Jamie Overton going to serve up? Oh, clever. Now that was Bear. Can we agree that was a slower ball? Thank you. That definitely was a slower ball outside of off stump. The ball we've seen attempted several times today and so often not achieved, but it's that time it was. A thoughtful looking Josh Butler. Josh Butler's thinking probably right now, thank God I'm not captain anymore. I know what's going through Harry Brooks' mind, and I can tell you it's not a lot of fun. He knows all
Based
about
on his batting, I would assume that it's just a cow with a single fly buzzing around it. It's all what's in his head.
Yeah, well, true, possibly. 126 for 4. Target, remember, 203. We're halfway through the 14th over. That's another one. Dug in brilliantly by Overton. I need to see what the umpire signalled there. It looked to me like it was a legitimate bouncer. He might have been told that's it for the over, but it's a dot ball, and that's what's most important for England at this stage. Staunch the bleeding, frustrate the Italians, and hope that the scoreboard pressure will build. Overton in. That's the ball they've been trying, and that's... Oh, he's not given that. He's given that as a wide.
That was not a wide.
I don't think that was a wide. That was. We're all agreeing. The bear is shouting in frustration and anguish that the ball was inside the line. I thought it was inside the line because I was about to say what a good ball it was. I'd started to go, that's the one they've tried so often today and got wrong so often, because I thought he got it right. Umpire Mr. Cock, well, you can finish that thought for yourself. That's clever. And Stewart thought about cutting. It went over the ball, through to the keeper. It went. Josh Butler takes it. It's a dot ball.
You can review wides in the IPL, can't you?
I think you can. Anything that allows time for a commercial break is probably acceptable.
Anything that drags
when you look at the
short
IPL.
game out for 6 hours.
127 for 4, 76 off 37. Is that round about 12 and over if you look at it in sort of...
slightly over.
Just slightly over 12. But I do think these two, certainly Mosca has the capability to do it. That's shoveled away to deep mid-wicket. There is a man there. It's Phil Salt again, who's been pretty reliable down there on the deep today. Restricts them to a single. It means that at the end of the 14th, there's 128 for 4, Emma.
From Dave Street saying if we will get through, we will need a massive improvement. Dan Di Castro.
Yep.
Says yes, in BBL you can review wides. Super impressed with this Italian team so far. They need to go slow again, Rashid, and go after others. Go, mates. I love from India and do believe you've got this. So, I think basically anyone who isn't English is supporting Italy. Nana Brooks. Yep. Eric, I'm still waiting for the reply from the ICC. Boy, do they need that wicket. Are our bowlers drunk from Anthony Holford? I don't know if I've done that one already.
I don't think so. I mean, I think you've got to give credit to... Will Jacks did rather lose the plot, albeit did take the wicket. But other than that, I think you have to say that Italy have batted extremely well.
A much better accounting of themselves than, say, Ireland or the much fancied Nepal have thus far.
Justin Mosca, the left-hander, he has in his 22 T20s has a higher score of 72, which he got against Romania. And Joe Burns, now Joe Burns was playing, wasn't he?
He was the
Italy.
captain at the time.
Yeah, he made 108 in that same game, and Italy thumped Romania. Okay, I can hear everyone going, well, it was Romania. But, you know, you've got to beat what's in front of you, Mog.
Romania's in the top 50, I think.
Well, exactly. I mean, somebody
Up
got
there
their
with
top
the
score
likes
against
of
France,
Tanzania.
or their best wickets against France. I mean, if the French are standing there sticking their bat in front
Kelly
of their pads, thinking that's the way you play cricket, they're going to struggle.
Playing French cricket. I see what you did. And they only play French cuts, I'm led to believe.
Well, could be. It could well be.
Do we call them that still, or do we have to call it something else?
And let's have a look at Grant Stewart. What's Grant Stewart doing batting-wise? 18 wickets at 23. It's high. He's got a high score of 76 against Germany and Almeria in Spain, also in 2022. So he can certainly give it a decent whack. And he averages 28 too. If you average 28 in T20s, regardless of the level of opposition, that's pretty decent.
Yep. Yeah.
Given that you probably will, get a lower score in at least 1 in 3 innings. Adil Rashid back into the attack, and he has been launched by the man who has that average of 28 and the highest score of 76 against Germany. Back over his head, unceremoniously for one of these. And the thing you can absolutely say for Italy is that they are absolutely playing without fear. They are giving this a go. They know they are in this game. They need 69 off 35. And
69.
That, again, if it was England batting with 4 down, you'd say they should do that, they should do that, they should do that. 134 for 4. Rashid in. Smashed away. It should be a man at deep cover. There is. It's our old trusty salty sea dog again. So just a single. Takes the score on to 135. 68 needed from 34. Grant Stewart.
I'd say Mosca get a 50.
Well, very much so. He's done very well indeed. What's coming out the Rashid bag of tricks? Smashed high, straight to old safe hands. Tom Banton again. What a relief that is for England. Mosca has gone. Rashid threw it up. He tried to launch him again, didn't get hold of it, and it was straight to Banton that long on. And he said, "Thank you very much indeed." The wicket has fallen. Banton has the catch. Rashid has the wicket, and for Italy, rather sadly, it's Justin Mosca is the man that has to go.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Not exactly exuberant celebrations though from England, are there? It's all very low key. It's
very low key.
We don't want to be here. We think we shouldn't be struggling like we are. Well, it's our friend from Molesey. Here he is.
Hey.
Hooray!
Molesey firsts are being represented by our friend Campopiano. Yes. Campopiano.
Campopiano
is in. It's Gian Piero. Oh no, wrong guy.
That's me. That's a keeper.
I'll jingle him up in a minute. I'm sure he's got a fabulous jingle. I was just trying to. Thank you. It's Marco. Coach of Finners. He may have gone first ball. He tries to sweep. No, he hasn't. I don't think England will review. They won't. Here is his jingle. Defends this on front of his off stump. Known as Campo, definitely. Funny that.
Is he Australian as well?
At Molesey. Well, no, that's what they call him at Molesey. They call him Campo. He wicket keeps for Molesey first as well, so he's a wicket keeper batsman for them. That's wide. He's off the mark. Slap this out. Phil Salt is out there at deep cover, so he's off the mark with just a single. He had been assistant coach of conditioning at Surrey, and I think is now doing that job for the Surrey women's team. He'd also done the similar job at Kingston Grammar School. So he's been very much doing things local to me. Was that the end of the over, Bear?
Yes, it was.
Are you asking
I
me to
would
bugger
assume
off?
his nickname would be Liberace, seeing as his Campo
Piano. Well, we had the same joke last night on the group, but only it was about Elton John. But same idea. But Liberace might be more appropriate. Do you like the ring? You should do. You bought it.
The hell was that? Bye.
Bye-bye, Mog. Dear, oh dear. So who's on? Bear, Emma,
Hello.
and me. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like Italy's going to make it, but England aren't super impressive, are they?
No, that one is Sam Curran back into the attack, and it's worked down the leg side, and there's no one. Italy are ahead of where England were, but that doesn't really take into account what Will Jacks did at the end of the game, because what's his name? Benetti did it earlier in the game. It's a fucking terrible bowling performance by England. I have no idea why they bowl Will Jacks.
Oh, he's awful. But I mean, the real problem is England's top batting order. The top half of the batting order has just been shit.
Well, 203 runs against Italy should be more than enough.
But even so, the batting, I think England's batting will be hopeless if they can't improve. Because they keep getting bailed out by the bottom.
Well, no, I disagree in the sense that it is all about setting a score, and the fact is that only one person got a 50 in that English lineup, but they all contributed apart from Butler, and that one's driven up to mid-off, and it's a single. I don't mind that. What I think is letting them down is, if you can't reasonably defend scores of 200 against Italy, then you're in serious trouble against better sides, because you're getting hammered out of the ground. Admittedly, this pitch is pretty flat. There isn't a lot of turn in it, and England are predominantly, like most sides in this tournament, are going spin heavy.
The good thing for England is that the super... Oh, wait.
Well, that's outside the off stump and attempted by Campopiano to hit through the covers. He doesn't. And
it looks like England's going to be in much the easiest group in the Super 8s, because South Africa, India and the West Indies are all going to be in the same group, who are the three top teams, I think. So New Zealand, Sri Lanka and either Australia or Zimbabwe will be in with England in the other group, which is way easier in my view.
Well, yeah, it does sound easier. That's a full toss. Could have been a no ball, but it will be caught, I imagine. Great catch down at long on. Now, the question is, was it a no ball? It doesn't look like the umpire's giving it as a no ball. Are they going to look at that? They are going to look at it.
I don't think
I don't think they are, actually. It's like they're just giving it out. And this is always good. Well, maybe they are, because
he's signalling towards the dressing room with his thumb, but I don't think the umpire says "on your way, son" like that. Which is what it looks like.
No, they have given him out. It's obviously come through. Sorry, it was because it was above waist high. It was a full toss, and we weren't sure. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a no ball. It was slight. It was. He hit it in front of himself. It was about waist height when he hit it, and it was dropping. So it will be given out, and I'd say that's pretty much the end, really.
The crowd says. The crowd says. The crowd says.
What about you, Emma?
I think you're right. I don't think they haven't really got anyone who can do much beyond this point. I think the Mosca was a big.
But this is it.
It's the depth route. That's
well, this is what I was saying earlier, isn't it? Below 6, a lot of the associate nations don't really have much that can accelerate or do much. They've got to do it at the top of the order. And while Benenti was there, you kind of felt that even though England bowled really shit at him, once he got going, he looked really, really dangerous. You kind of thought eventually he'd give it away, because that's the nature of T20. You try one shot too many, and that's that. But it has been the case. Right, next man is Gian Piero Mead. At least he's got an Italian name. Well, first name anyway.
I just think that's random words put together.
Well, possibly. There's an appeal from caught behind, and I think he's been given. Yep. We're on for another Sam Curran hat trick here. He's had one already, hasn't he, in this tournament? Has he had one in this tournament?
No, he hasn't had one.
Right.
The only one was the West Indian one.
That's right.
Yeah.
But didn't he get 3? He's got 3 wickets and an over, didn't he?
He might have, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think right at the end of an innings.
And I think this game is now done.
Yes, I think that's true.
Scared for a little while, but that's mainly due to poor bowling.
I don't know. I don't think we were ever out of it though. In this, I don't think, because you had that security of they were 3 wickets down fairly early on, and then you kind of know you only really need to get 3 wickets from here to kind of stall them.
Yes,
almost completely.
Absolutely. Right, so we've had Jampero Mead. He lasted all of 1 ball, and let's see how Jasprit Singh does.
Io sono Singh, Jasprit Singh vivo tra le rovine. Jasprit Singh era tutta le delusione c'è tua madre ha provato quando sei nato.
And what I want to know is, did you practice the Italian before you started singing it? Because it's very good, Mog. When Q ended that, I think he was trying to go straight, and it's come right off the toe end out to point in the end, and it's going to be a single. Ends the over, only 3 off it and 2 wickets. Curran's bowled well, 2 for 17. But England generally have bowled pretty poorly.
Who says, right, time to get a walk in. We'll listen in on the phone. De Fluff says Campese goose step would be useful here. David Campese was an Australian rugby player of Italian descent.
He was very good.
Says, good. He was. Good to hear mention of Germany playing cricket. My further Fraz Cricket Club played against the Heligoland Cricket Club of Valley of the Rocks in 2025. They may be one of the very few German amateur teams. Eric J says the umpire's money on Italy. The Flush says the Black Hand has kidnapped the umpire's mother.
Wow. Yeah, it's quite possible.
Graysake says this England won't score against Bumrah, as most teams will find.
Yeah, they'll find it tricky. That one, we have Jofra back into the attack. The first ball goes through Jasprit through to the keeper, and there's no run. They need the 3 runs a ball now. So it's gone downhill very quickly.
Well, England will have the advantage of 3 more matches in the Super 8s to get themselves into.
They've got to get their bowling okay. I mean, there's been some decent bowling. The spinners today, I mean, Dawson's been okay, but I mean, it's Will Jacks is a real problem. I just think bowling him in a power play is suicidal. Jofra is in. Oh, there's a throw out the stumps. I think he's home. They're going to go upstairs. It was a bit of a roll and tumble as he got to the bowler's end, and Jasprit. But I still don't understand why they bowled Jacks ahead of Jacob Bethel, to be honest. Or even split them up and just split them, give one over each. I mean, the only reason they do it, I think, is for to give them a little bit of space in case someone is bowling bad. But if it's your 6th bowler who's bowling a pile of shite, then what's the point in bowling him?
Well, that was
Bethel
nearly a
hasn't really
runner.
had a look in.
No, he bowled in the first game, didn't he? Or was it? No, he bowled a lot in Sri Lanka, didn't he? But Archer is in. That's an attempted Yorker. He's got hold of that pretty well, as Stewart.
Wow!
He's got underneath it. He's hit it over long off for 6.
That's amazing. That really, I mean, it was only an inch off being the perfect Yorker, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just a tiny little bit short, and he's gone deep in his crease. That's what happens when you get Yorkers wrong.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this guy's played a lot in the. Has he played a lot in the T20 Blast, Tone? Stewart, if he was playing for Kent. Probably has. It was a good shot. He won the T20 Blast with Kent. There you go. I don't know where he batted for Kent. Anyway, Stewart is facing up to Jofra, who follows him. He attempts to give it a big heave-ho, and it gets clattered on the leg as he's followed by Jofra. I think it might go him on a fleshy part as well, because he looks like that might have caused him a little bit of pain. Let's have a look. Oh no, he hit it. Got a massive inside edge, and I think he got it onto his calf behind the pad, which will be quite painful at that pace.
Yeah, he's played 70 matches for Kent in the Blast, but a highest score of 37. So.
Oh, okay. Well, he's got 25 here. Off of 15, so it's not bad, but he needs, what, 20, 30, it's nearly 3 a ball. Nearly 18 and over. Archer is in. This is Archer's last over as well. It's through to the keeper, and there is no run. I think Sammy Curran's got 1 left. I think Overton's got 1 left, which should take 19, so someone's got a bowl. Presumably Adil Rashid's got, I think, 1 left. So he got a bit of tap.
Yes, I think so.
early on.
Unless we bring Jax back on.
Please no. That would be a disaster. He's just the problem with Jax is he gives it. I give him credit. He gives it a lot of rip. He's got more spin than anybody off this track. But the problem is his line and length is just appalling. Short again. I think he's got away with that.
Yeah.
He's going to get a top-edged 6.
Wow.
It didn't go exactly where he wanted it to, but he'll take that. It's gone over fine leg. It's going to be 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
381 sixes in 29 games. It's pretty good going. And
Sagnit Data's asking if we're on for Oz versus Sri Lanka. Yes, we are.
We are.
We'll just keep the stream running, won't we, Bear? And
no, I'm going to turn it off because I've got to change strap lines and shit, and it's not on for another hour. And this will be on beforehand. I've got to change scorecards and grounds and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be off, and then we'll be back on. Nick is going to be running that show with Tone for the first half. I'm nipping off. Got things to do. Jasprit will face. Adil Rashid is going to bowl his last over. This is supposed to be the finish, but they've only got 3 wickets left. Down the track comes Jasprit. Hits it out to wide, long on. They don't even go for 2. Well, I presume actually they want Stewart on strike, don't they?
Who says Australia-Sri Lanka should be a good game? Grace says not sure about that. I'm Aussie, and I can't see the vast majority of the team looking like they give the slightest fuck. I think that's about right.
It's about right. Plus, it's not a particularly great Australian side, is it? I mean,
it's not. They've been
weak.
dreadful for the last couple of months.
Yeah, that one is pumped straight down the ground. They should get back for 2. I don't think they did, though. That's poor running at this point in the game.
In response to your question about practicing the Italian jingles, Mog says, I don't even practice the English jingles, Bear.
Wow. It's pretty good as a first run through then. Tossed up and given a treatment by Jasprit. Just creep. I thought it had gone a long way back, but it only just crept over the boundary. And that was one of these. But they do need 43 or 15 balls, so they need a lot of that.
Yeah. But they've done well.
They have done well. I think England have helped them out in that respect. I mean, considering exactly that, they had 2 wickets in the first over. Giving it another big wahoo, mistimes it out to deep mid wicket, and it'll be a single. Yeah, I mean, England can't hope to win this unless they can improve on their bowling, to be honest. I mean, they've scored 185, 170, or chased down whatever Scotland set them with about 9 balls to spare, and have scored 200 here. So I disagree with Messi on that point that it's all about, and that's gone a long way up. Don't know if it's gone a long way back. Yeah, it has. It's another 6. Adil's been taken to the cleaners today. His record actually in India is pretty poor. I think his average in T20s is something like 17, and in India it's 26 or something like along those lines.
Well, Grosacre says apparently NASA is pumping up the Italian chances.
Well,
I mean,
there's got another 6 there. That's 3 in a row.
30 off 2 overs. Wow. Yeah.
Well, 30 off 12. Yeah, it is possible. Fuck me, England have really screwed this up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible, really. I mean, that over's gone, what, for 20?
Because that's the thing with the batting, like you just need 1 or 2 to pull out of the bag, and England's more than capable of their lineup producing that. With the bowling, you can't quite rely on that.
Well,
Fluffy says it's a Lollabridge too far. Nice work, Fluff.
Harry Brook looks pained. I mean, from the start they got really. Italy we should have kept them down to a lot less than this. They've hit 34 off the last 12 balls, although admittedly they've hit 18 off the last 4. And they need only 30 off the next 12.
Fair Curran's bowled quite.
Sam Curran's bowled well, and he's got 2 overs left. See, you're leaving Sam Curran with 1 over in the bag. I mean, that's daft. I mean, he's got 2 for 17 off of 2.
Yeah, I can't see them scoring more than 8 off this over.
Well, that's what you'd think, and then I presume Overton bowls the last. They've really got to sort out. He's got to sort out his bowling. Oh, that's gone across.
It is Brook, though, who's captain, so he can't add up either.
No, it's given us a wide first ball. I don't think that was either, but hey. I mean, yeah, that over's gone for 21. It's just poor bowling. Adil Rashid's better than that. But as we said, he doesn't particularly bowl well in India. I mean, what's Adil's figures today? Must be 1 for about 50. That's a full ball. It's been driven out into the covers. It'll just be the 1 run.
1 for 43.
It's poor.
Why is he so much worse in India?
I don't know. It spins out there. Maybe he's bowled a lot against the Indians, who are quite good against spin.
Yeah.
A lot of it won't have been in international cricket against sides that aren't India. We have lost a lot to India in T20s in India at the end of tours and stuff. Right, Stewart facing up to Sammy Curran. Round the wicket, into the pads. LBW shout given. Stewart is gone. I think that's a fair shout. Must review that because, well, you should do. But
that's going to be hitting the top of the leg, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's going into the leg stump. He was stuck on the crease. Decision is reviewed, which is the right thing to do. It is the 18th over. England have made this a lot harder than they needed it to be. With a score of 200 on the board, they should have done this a lot easier. Is that middle stump behind him? It's nowhere near the bat. Well, it's not that far from the bat, but I don't think he got anything on it.
Yeah, Adil Rashid's average in T20s is 23.56.
Oh, no, he did get an inside edge.
Oh, yeah. In India, it's 29. And his economy rate's almost a run and over higher.
Yeah. It's not out. It was an inside edge. I don't think they got it. Did they run? I don't think they did get a run, though.
Well, it wouldn't count if they did because it's
of
dead
course.
ball.
It's a dead ball. So that'll be a dot ball.
That's a dodgy rule, that.
I don't think so. If the umpire gives it out, then everyone stops. Then I think that's.
But I mean,
they did get the run, so that can't be the case.
What?
Oh no, they're sending him back, and it should be a dot.
Yeah,
that's what they've done. That's correct. I think that is correct. Messi.
Well, I don't. Well, I mean, I understand the logic of stopping when the umpire gives it out, but I think maybe the umpire shouldn't make a ruling until they've stopped doing whatever they do.
Well, I don't think you can do that for an LBW, can you? Or a catch. I mean, once the decision is given, the play is dead, isn't it? I mean, if you're giving out LBW, you can't then run because you're supposedly out. So
it's tricky, but I mean, there's been occasions when it's clearly had an impact on a game.
Short, wide. He should have let that go because it would have been a wide, but he's toe-ended it out to Archer at deep point, and it will just be the 1 run. So again, they're back up to 3 runs required a ball.
Although Stewart's absolutely raced up. Didn't realise he was.
Well, yeah, when he hit 2 sixes in the last over, didn't he? And Jasper hit at 6 as well. But I think England need to think about their bowling a lot more than they have, because I don't think you should be leaving Sam Curran with an over short. I don't think you should bowl Will Jacks. That's going to be a wide, and rightly so. I mean, these guys, if you bowl it full and just inside those tram lines, you certainly wouldn't expect it to go for 6, maybe an edged 4. But more than likely, considering he's not moving his feet at all and he's stretching, you'd expect him to miss it more than likely.
Yeah.
So We shall see. Sammy Curran coming in to bowl to Jasprit. And this time he gets it to the man Adil Rashid, is short on the 45. But this time at third man, they'll run through for the single. And he just holds the ball. Well, at least there won't be a spinner bowling the last over.
Yeah.
It will be Jamie Overton to bowl the last.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucky that he hasn't. Well, I suppose Stewart can hit it, because Overton can be quite expensive.
Can be, but there's 2 balls left in this over. If they don't get a 4, which they might do, say they need 23, 22. The last over went for 21 with 3 sixes in it, which would be a super over. Let's be honest.
Oh
The
no!
excitement.
Sammy Curran in around the wicket into the stumps, caught. Stewart trying to give it a big wahoo, gets an outside edge which goes with no pace to the man at short third man. It's caught. Dawson had been switched in there for that ball instead of Adil Rashid, weirdly. But Stewart, the man who has got 45 or 23, strike rate of nearly 200, probably needed him to get them over the line. He has gone. So whilst England have given them every chance,
The crowd says,
they haven't managed it.
The crowd says you're out.
I imagine if Hendo was here, he'd be going apoplectic about how badly England are bowled, much like myself. But we will.
George McPherson does it for him.
Oh, okay.
He says the bowling hasn't been that good all tournament long. They have allowed Italy right back into this game.
Well, exactly. I mean, and they shouldn't have. I mean, having had them 3 wickets down inside 20 runs in 4 overs, they should have really wrapped this up and rolled them out for about 120 and really put pressure on them. And instead, they just bowled a bunch of pies that have been smashed over the boundary.
Yeah.
You have to hand it to Benenti to a certain degree. I mean, he has played BBL, and as you say, I didn't realise he played it for that many years. So clearly, he's a T20 player, knows how to strike a ball, and hits it a long way. But at this level, well, I suppose if you're a BBL
as Khan
player,
Cockney says, need to give the Italian boys some credit for this effort.
Yeah, I mean, I do,
really
but
well.
I do think that England have bowled extraordinarily poorly. Too many shite balls that have been rightly hit for 6, but I mean, you just can't afford that against better teams. India would have taken us apart today. That one is played out to the covers, and they require 25 off the last over.
6. How many is Overton bowled?
I think he's bowled 3, so I think he gets the last
3,
over.
yeah. Mr. P in it says, perhaps Brooke is a couple of sandwiches short of a picnic and just needs stronger vice captain to help with the strategy. If his captaincy decisions are like his batting decisions, case closed. Luke Hallahan says, I don't agree with this. Comeback Captain Butler, all is forgiven. Oh,
No.
I long for a competent captain like Owen Morgan. Yeah, well, I'd rather Owen Morgan was captaining and commentating. I don't enjoy him as a commentator. It annoys the hell out of him.
He was a good captain.
And Sacknet Data says, if Italy can hit 13 sixes against England, I shudder at what teams like India and South Africa might do to them.
Well, that's my point, isn't it? I don't know what... hold on a minute. Jamie Overton is in last over, short wide, should be through to keeper, should be a dot ball, and there's no run. What were you saying? Yes, Carlos Brathwaite did hit 4 sixes in a row against us here, but Carlos Brathwaite is not bowling, it's the Italian number 9. Who needs a jingle, actually, which we shall give him. I don't even know who it is. Is it Krishnan Kalamagar? It is Kalamagar. Hit straight up in the air by Jasprit. He's gone a fucking long way up. Coming down with snow on it, but it's been caught by Will Jacks. And is that the 9th wicket or the 8th wicket? It's the 9th.
9th.
Yeah. So Jasprit goes to 12 or 10. England just need the 1 wicket. They need 25 still off 4 balls, which means they basically need 4 sixes.
Well, I mean, did you see the second super over the other day? Where, who was it? Afghanistan needed 24 off the last 4 balls, and everybody thought, well, this is over, and they hit 3 sixes.
Oh, wow.
And then the last ball of the bloke was caught, but it was very tight.
Jaspreet Singh goes for 12 off 10. England pretty safe now. But they've been given a scare by Italy. Yeah. They've been given a scare by Nepal. 2 nations that it's been expected to beat. I mean, it is always harder when you're the bigger nation playing a smaller nation. They always A, up their game, and B, you get ridiculed if you lose to them. That one is driven out to cover with no real pace by Hassan, and there's no run. The last man is this guy.
Mangia bene, vive bene, Ale Hassan bene, lavora bene.
I went an awful long way up in the skies.
That was a great jingle,
Isn't it just? I want all our jingles for even English players in Italian from now on, Mog. Jamie Overton is in, goes leg side, does Hassan, misses it through the keeper, and there is no run. And again, Overton's gone for 2 for 18, and this is his 4th over. Admittedly, he's bowling at the tail at the back end here. But his figures are great. The 2 bowlers who got really taken to town were, weirdly today, the spinners, Will Jacks and Adil Rashid. Dawson bowled okay. Still went for about 8 and over, I think. Overton in. Follows the batsman again, who tries to give himself room. That's through the keeper, and there's no run. 25 required off the last ball. Ain't going to happen. England have won. And after a little bit of scare when Benenti was batting, England have pulled it back round. Still with some poor bowling. I mean, the 17th, 18th over, 18th, 17th over went for 21 off Adil Rashid's last over, 3 sixes in it.
Mog says he'll start redoing all the jingles tomorrow. I'll tell you one that's urgent, Mog, is Sam Curran's. Is so out of date. He needs a new jingle.
Oh, and England finished them off with a Yorker. Overton gets a double wicket maiden to finish the game. As Hassan again goes to leg side. Overton decides to bowl it very full on the stumps and splays them stumps. England win by 24 runs. Not massively convincing, one would say.
No, that's a lukewarm victory.
A victory is a victory.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it was desperately required by England. That means they're pretty much safe and going through to the Super 8 now. In fact, I think that is them through.
Yeah, they are through.
Yes. Italy have lost 2.
And they won't have to face India or South Africa until the semi-finals. Yeah. So there you go.
Who are they likely to face?
Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe or Australia. And that's it. So there's 4 in each group.
Does that mean we're in a group that moves to Sri Lanka then? Are we going to have to decamp over?
We're back to Sri Lanka. But we had
some pretty good. We'll have good memories of Sri Lanka. Yeah. And the spin might work better over there.
Yeah.
Presumably the final is in India, unless it's India and Pakistan. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, unless it's Pakistan and someone. Yeah. Mr. P in it says, well done, England. Shite performance as usual at the stage, but did enough. Cheers, chaps.
Yeah.
Okay, just a reminder to you all that we will be going off air shortly, but we're coming back in 25 minutes for the Australia-Sri Lanka game.
Exactly that. Fronted by Nick, the author of his book on Sri Lankan cricket. He follows the Sri Lankans very much. So Tone's staying here for the first half. Me and Emma are nipping off. I've got things to do. Really enjoyed that. I was a bit scared at one point. I mean, I was optimistic right from the word go that we wouldn't lose to Italy, but we should have done better than that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But bowled quite poorly, batted okay. No one got a really big score. Will Jacks batted well, Tom Banton batted well, Sam Curran batted well, Bethel batted well. So, I mean, in terms of strike rates, whatever runs were scored were generally scored at a very good strike rate. So. I don't think we need to worry so much about that. We really need to sort out who bowls when and who bowls, really, and using the right bowlers at the right time and using the bowlers to their full extent. I mean, Sam Curran shouldn't have been left with an over in the bag. I think that's criminal. He's been one of our better bowlers throughout this tournament. And Will Jacks has been fucking appalling and yet gets 2 or 3 overs. It's just madness. Great 60 from Benenti. He scored 60 in 25 deliveries, 45 off 23 deliveries for Stewart. 43 off 34 for Moscow. That was basically it for the Italians.
Yeah.
Jack's 2 overs, 3 dot balls, 1 for 34. It was absolutely criminal. Went at 17 and over. And Adil Rashid actually at 1 for 43 off of 4. Had those 2 overs not gone at 17 and over, still would have been a reasonable performance actually in real terms. You just needed whoever that 2 overs bowled, even at sort of 8s or 9s and over, makes it look a lot more comfortable, doesn't it? I mean, they scored 81 for 1 in 7 overs at 10.13 during that middle phase, and that was criminal, and that's what really cost England serious trouble. The rest of the scoring phases was high 7s or low 8s within those periods, and at that rate they were always going to fall short. So hey, what the hell. Overton got 3 for 18, Curran 3 for 22, Archer 2 for 35. I mean, 2 for 35. I mean, he bowled quite well, Archer, but you know the ball does go around the park in these games and cut the top edge 6s and stuff like that. It's always troublesome, but 8 and over is, you know, when you score 200 is not a problem. Hey,
well, I'm going to take a break.
Cool.
And I shall be back in 25 minutes.
Okay, we'll give you a theme tune. We'll be out and we'll be back. See you in a bit. Bye.
See ya.
Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time has come. This is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever